that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
What are you? He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you. Oh, God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Building. I got a kind of a new setup, so mind my sound. We're fixing it, but I don't know what it is. What up, Bailey? Same? We got a little sound issue, but hey, it is what it is. We're in a new little setup, so you can't tell, but trust me, I can tell. But it's Merciless Monday, man. On Christmas Eve, we are in the building and proud to bring the show to you for the next few days. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here today. And then we'll be off Christmas Eve and Christmas and the rest of the week. So we're here today and tomorrow. So make sure, make no mistake about it. We're the realest show on planet Earth, powered by BetUS. So head on over there today and use my promo code for Monday night's football game tonight, plus Christmas night. All the Netflix bullshit games you're going to get to encounter and get to watch Mina Kimes perform a great analysis of Cover 2. You'll get to watch her live on Netflix, so I'm sure you'll tune in. Because if you tune in to this past weekend's college football, then you can't get any worse, so you might as well tune in and watch Mina Kimes. So maybe I'll do a little live on Christmas. Maybe I'll do it for my other show. Maybe I'll do it from the other channel. So we'll see. But we got a loaded lineup today, man. So make sure you pound that light. E-Dub, Eric Weddle, Super Bowl champ Monday. I don't know if you got to see what he got to do over the weekend, but took the Ravens out against the Steelers. Gets the win, hypes the crowd, gets to give Lamar Jackson a pep speech before the show or the game starts. A little pep talk. And then Lamar goes out, and they get the win. So we'll have E-Dub on gracing our presence after he got to do that huge thing yesterday in Baltimore. Shaun King and Matt McChesney will join us today. And then tomorrow we'll get Steve Kim on it fresh back from Saudi Arabia, along with Trent Richardson. So we'll get you a few loaded days to start the week. So shout out to all those guys jumping on during the Christmas holiday season. I've been on the boat all weekend. I got a story to tell that you won't believe, but we'll tell you that with Smitty when he jumps in. So without further ado, my main man, Far East Sider 317, Lamar Jackson loving, LeBron hairline having, AR5 defending, and Caitlin Clark jocking, my main man, Big Smitty.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's Monday. It's holiday season. It's the week of Christmas. Everybody, man, I know y'all got the day off in the chat. Jay Ram ain't got to work. Gene is off all week. TJ Too Nasty off till next year. But we here working for y'all, man. My man JB, Bailey on the ones and twos. And I wouldn't want to be any other place than right here, JB. How you feeling?
Appreciate that, man. You missed yesterday. And you missed this weekend. Had a godly experience. Had a life-altering experience.
What happened?
Took my homeboy Ports out. His son, who coaches now, who played for me. You haven't met Dave Port's son. Jerry's in the chat. Ruben's here. So Ruben's alive. Ruben made it. Ruben was on this experience. So Ruben, I wish Ruben could call in. He won't do it. He's working right now, dialysis machine. He's got a couple people hooked up to dialysis machine, probably hopefully saving their life or killing them. But here's the thing, Smitty, I gotta say, Ruben was in the front of the boat with Ports. Ports is a very obese human being, very big guy. And then his son was in the back behind me. So we were, and then we were driving the boat, okay? It was literally right after this scene, because we're calm waters right now. And I decided to give Dave a little scare. Not really. I didn't decide to give him a scare. I just wanted to go test the real waters because, I got the boat out. The motherfucker's running unbelievable. It handling unbelievable. So, put it this way, we had to Google if there was an earthquake in California because, tsunami size waves came out of nowhere. I don't know what happened, homie. But Ruben, I don't know Ruben. He could type his testimony, but Ruben and Ports were in the front where you see. We went out into the real water and then down the breakwater and then back in. Almost didn't make it back in, homie. It was just a little 15-minute ride. Homie. Ruben thought, homie, the boat was like this.
Yeah.
And I thought I lost power, but it was just because I was climbing a grade of a wave like this. And Ruben and Dave Ports were like, homie, what are you doing? Homie, I wasn't doing shit. I was driving.
They thought you was playing around trying to mess with them, but you on a wave.
Homie, Ruben thought that it was the ride at Disneyland. He thought we was climbing the fucking thing, and then homie. It wasn't like boom, boom. It was Poseidon. Well, I was like, oh, fuck, am I going to get over this motherfucker?
But why the hell would Ruben think that you was on a ride out of nowhere? How would you be in record?
He said that's what it was. He said that's what it was. It sounded, he's like, that's what it felt like. The ride where you go real slow to go up the thing?
You drop down.
Homie, I told them we were blessed. Because they don't realize, Smitty, in the water, you're either on the backside of the crest of the wave, right? Mm-hmm. Or we could have been on the other way where the face of the wave killed us, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We were on the backside riding the motherfucker. We just happened to be on the top and then got to float there. We could have been going the other way in the face of the wave.
It comes.
I don't know. But then, homie, we get into the breakwater, and I'm smashing, right? 55. I'm smashing. Yeah. We get into the breakwater, and then I put it in neutral and chill, right? I'm laughing, dying laughing. These two motherfuckers are in the front. Ruben said the log ride for about an hour. Homie, I put it in neutral and just kick it in neutral and calmer water. We're chilling. I'm just laughing like a motherfucker, right? I'm dying laughing. Hey, E's all for it. White people shit. She loved the shit.
I know she loved it. Do it again.
Dave's son loved it. He was fine. He was in the back. Hey, apparently the front ride of the boat is a total different ride. I guess the front is 30 feet away from us is a whole nother experience, I guess. And I guess it is because everybody said that. The back, you don't get it, like an airplane.
Yeah.
Kind of like the front gets it first or whatever. Homie, so we're chilling in the regular water where waves don't come in because it's breakwater in the harbor.
Right.
Homie, I look, I've seen white caps coming out of nowhere, right? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Homie, big ass waves coming in there. Just fucking started, boom. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta turn the boat to face them or I'm gonna get tipped over, homie. In the breakwater, in the regular breakwater. Joe Cord, if you mention the trim one more time, homie, like I don't know what the fucking trim is on the yacht. The trim, you think the trim is going to fucking affect a 30-foot fucking wave, homie? Stop, Joe. I know what the trim is. The trim fucks with the goddamn motors, homie, so I can get the fucking bow down. I understand what the trim is. Joe's acting like I don't know what the fucking trim on the boat is. Hey, Smitty, it was just a freak. So we're Googling earthquakes, tsunami.
Yeah.
It was just this big swells, and it wasn't windy at all. Not 1 ounce of wind, homie.
That might have been God giving y'all all a warning, like, hey, at any moment I could take your life away like this. Act right, JB. I don't know.
And then I'm in it, homie, and I'm turning. I swear to God, I wish to miss this video, homie. Ruben's sitting in the front on the lounge chair next to ports. So I got to equal balance the boat out. I got to take my trim, and I got to get the fucking bow trim to my left heavy because 600 pounds is on my right in Dave Ports.
Okay.
So I'm balancing the boat now.
Right.
I make a right, homie, and the wave comes from the left. The boat is like this. And Ruben is on the left, homie. Ruben is like this and grabs is trying to grab the pole like this, homie. I missed a video fucking viral moment, homie. He was going to fall into Dave. But he caught himself. Homie.
That could have been bad, man.
I'm telling you.
Man, well, everything you just said is the reason why I probably won't be on the yacht for a little while.
By the way, there was not one real scary situation. There was not really one real life-altering issue. I'm just telling you, all that I'm telling you, and it wasn't anything close to being thrown in the water. The boat is a crown line, homie. It's the Ferrari of boats. The motherfucker is the best handling boat. It just proves to you that the ocean is not the motherfucker. That's all it's telling us.
Exactly.
We weren't about to get flipped. I'm just telling you, it was fun times. We got to ride big ass. It wasn't we weren't like, oh shit, nothing was in danger. It was fun. I laughed, but the same. Does your mic not work, JB? Doesn't your mic not work, as someone said? Am I good still? You hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Jason.
All right, KCBD, of course. That stands for Kansas City Baby Daddy. Audio messed up, everybody's saying. I don't know, dude. It is what it is. You can hear me, though, right?
We can hear you
so
clear.
anyway,
It just sound a little distorted, Jason. Only thing we can do about it. Y'all listen in, laugh, learn, and we'll figure that out next episode.
Don't call me Jason.
My fault, Daniel.
So Grandmaster Wu, as long as he says it sounds fine, I'm good.
Yeah, that's all I care about is his opinion. Shout out to Grandmaster Wu.
Of course, Cornho can't hear nothing because he's a fucking hoe. Let's dive into the show, Smitty. I gave you my little thing. I wish we got some more video of it. I didn't get any. Nobody's taking video. Hey, wait, I want to be clear. You know when it's getting real?
What?
When the motherfucking boat's quiet.
Yeah, everybody nervous. Everybody.
Motherfuckers in the fronts were quiet as fuck. They were talking, chilling. All of a sudden, homie, I didn't hear them motherfuckers. Ruben and Ports didn't say shit for about 20 minutes.
They're trying to figure out if they're gonna make it, homie.
Ruben's like,
gonna make it.
Ruben literally said, "Man, do you have a Ziploc baggie so I can put my phone in?"
He tried to put his lighter, his phone, everything is in.
And then I'm trying to be the captain, Smitty. I'm like, so really, what if something cracked? We got real fast. Well, what are you guys grabbing? What are you guys like? Think about it. Like that shit. I was like, shit. What do I grab? I mean, my wallet. I really don't know. But then I had to really tell him though, as a captain, like, hey, dog, you do understand where the life jackets are right here, right here. I got the fucking throw over thing right here. Dave's son's like, just throw me the thing. He goes, I can swim. I'm going to jump in and throw me the thing. Port's fat ass is like, homie, I'm made of grease, butter, and fucking, you know how many sharks will eat me, homie?
Tear his ass up. They're going to tear his ass up for 2 days.
Oh, that shit was comical. But it was beautiful out after a while. It was hazy, overcast, and then it cleared up. So I don't know. It was a weird day. But
JB was on the boat like the person that be on the airplane. If it goes down, grab your mask, protect yourself first. Grab your life jacket, put it on your body this way.
Smitty, and we were gonna drive to Newport Beach for the Christmas parade, homie.
I know. I thought that was the move. That was the plan.
We would have made it. It was a good call, executive decision that I called it off. Because I don't think we would have made it. I don't think we'd be here today. I played ports. I think I've never had that heavy of a human on the boat at one time. I think he threw off the equilibrium of the ocean.
Got you.
And I think he created swells that we've never seen. I've never seen waves in the breakwater. So I'm just telling you, Dave took blame too. He took it. He owned it.
It's all about ownership. Yep. I respect that.
All right, so let's dive into this 12-team playoff. The 12-team playoff is an absolute joke, as I said it would be. But I'm not here to gloat in my prediction, Smitty. I'm here to tell you that this is a sad day. We watched what everyone wanted to get rid of. 4 meaningless bowl games. This is what y'all wanted to get rid of, and that's what we got to see. 4 meaningless bowl games. But instead of being on neutral sites, they were at the higher seeds home field, Smitty. Mm-hmm. That is issue number 2. Why? I want to ask Smitty and the whole chat and the whole world watching this show, has any playoff football game or big bowl game ever been played at home?
I don't believe so.
Never. So why? So we not only watched horrible football, we didn't even get to see the shitty team's best. Because Indiana, in 12-degree weather, couldn't do what they do best as a team, which is throw the ball over the park. They couldn't even do what they wanted to do good. They had no shot. The game wasn't even close. The score was not an indicator. It was a 27-3 game, shellacking. If it was on a neutral field, I fear that game would have probably even been worse. But at least Indiana would have been able to show us Indiana. We got to see Indiana against Ohio State in a cold weather game. That's what we got to see. Tennessee was a huge disappointment. But again, playing in Columbus, Ohio in 10-degree weather, Tennessee had no shot. SMU didn't even belong, Smitty. Had no shot. Every single higher-ranked seed were underdogs in Vegas. But what do I know? Make it make sense. The higher seed was the underdog in the playoff, which is supposed to be the best football that y'all wanted. No, you wanted quantity over quality, which I told you would bite you in the ass. Penn State beats nobody, Smitty. They get SMU first round, which shouldn't be in, blow them out, as I said they would. And now they get Boise State. Okay, just hear me out. Oregon goes undefeated, having beat 3 teams in this playoff tournament, including the team that beat the shit out of Penn State in Ohio State, and gets rewarded by playing Ohio State again for a second time. Makes perfect sense, right, committee? Penn State gets SMU, which shouldn't be in. Then they beat the shit out of them, and now they get Boise. While Oregon goes undefeated, telling everybody in the world the regular season means absolutely nothing. And then now they get to play Ohio State for a second time. I get playing them for a second time in the Natty, Smitty. Okay, now we got the 2 best teams in the country playing again. They played to a 1-point game 2 months ago. Now we're playing for the Natty. Great storyline. Fuck, that would have been great. But nah, they play them again. First route the gate, though. Oregon gets no breather. They just go straight into Ohio State. It's a mockery. This is an absolute joke. And anyone who thinks otherwise just wants to watch bullshit football for shits and giggles. There was zero excitement in any of those games yesterday or Saturday. Now, for Lane Kiffin to cry about it on Twitter is also very lame and weak. And I love Lane. Lane's a boy of mine. You lost to Vandy in Kentucky, bruh. Similar to what Bama did. They lost too. But don't sit up here and tell me, Smitty, that if you put Penn State and Indiana and SMU in the SEC, they are in this playoff. That is my point. Hear me out, Smitty. I just got the commissioner's job for the NCAA.
All right.
I just got it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Here's what I'm doing for next year. I just got blocked on TikTok. Here's what I didn't even do nothing. I thought I was very good. Here's what we're doing. Conference champs automatically get in. I have no issue. But then once the conference champs are selected, Smitty, and we have the 4 picked, right?
Yep.
Strength of schedule is now ranked from hardest to softest. Then we rank all the teams. So Boise gets in at large. They would have been an at-large bid because they're not a P4 team. They were the best non-P4 team who had the best loss in America to Oregon this year. They should get in, but they should be ranked number 9 as they were in the regular season's finale.
Right.
They should be ranked number 9 in this tourney. Arizona State won the conference. But ranking they should be the 8th best team. They should be ranked 8th based on strength of schedule and who they beat and lost to. And so on and so forth, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Then we have a tourney, Smitty. And Oregon doesn't get screwed like this, or whoever the next Oregon will be next year going forward if this is the way they choose to do this. And they don't get rewarded with a bye, thinking that that's all good. I get a bye, and then I get Ohio State. It's a joke, homie. But what do I know, Smitty? This can be talked about the whole show. It'll be the majority of the show. But we got to get quote of the day before you respond.
Well, actually, we're going to flip it. I'm going to respond. Then we're going to go to quote of the day because I got you said a lot. You said a lot.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're not going to gloat. You kind of did a little bit. But listen, you have every right. Because as of right now, JB, as of right now.
Wait, what'd you say?
As of right now,
I thought you said something.
Absolutely right
about
how the 12-team playoffs was going to be.
I was what?
You were right about the 12-team playoffs so far this year on this very first 12-team playoffs in this very first round. You were right about this to this point. I gotta give you. I can't come on here and lie. Every game was pretty much a blowout. The scores, you said IU Notre Dame, the score looked a lot closer than what it really was, but I watched that whole game. IU was never close. They were never in the game. SMU got blown out just from the gate.
Give me your butt, though. I know. I'm waiting for the butt. A butt? I gotta wait.
Tennessee was the one team that I think we all actually thought deserved to be in it. So Tennessee was actually more disappointing than the other teams. SMU, we thought we kind of all agreed, okay, maybe Miami should have been in front of them, maybe whatever. Tennessee was the one team we thought had a chance of winning that game, and they got destroyed.
Keep going, but I just want to interrupt as you're talking. Remember on this show, when I did my bracket, I told y'all Tennessee was fugazi. They were a fraud. But go ahead.
Which is why I'm giving you your flowers and telling you that you were right, but you were right in the sense that the committee didn't pick the best 12 teams. I'm not on the side of this is 100% proof that the 12-team playoffs just don't work. No, you have to get the right teams in. Now, the hardest thing about this, though, and the thing that makes me concerned moving forward is, if we're going on the stricter schedule kind of side, which I understand that, right? Are we going to start putting in teams that are lost 4 games, lost 5 games because they play in the SEC versus playing in, the Big 12 or the Big 10? Or are we going to at some point it is damn, I understand your strength schedule was a little harder, but you lost 5 games. At some point it's damn, I understood why Bama didn't get in. I understood why Ole Miss didn't get in. I understood why some of these teams didn't get in. But I also understand what you're saying is well, I played harder teams than you did. So, yeah, I'm going to lose more games than you did. So, I just think finding that balance is going to be extremely tough because we all have different schedules. We all play different teams. We all have, it's going to be tough to figure out who gets those last few spots. I was always the culprit who said I thought an 18 would be perfect. I said it on this show multiple times. I thought because I think where the bracket is at right now, this next round of games, I think overall is going to be really good. I truly believe that.
Yeah, but that's why this first round was a fucking meaningless bowl game round, which I've been telling y'all. Here's what I want to be clear with. I had Tennessee on the bracket I made, no shit, but you guys didn't listen to the discussion. I had them because they were picked as the SEC representative other than that Texas-Georgia SEC title game team. I said I would have had Ole Miss, Bama, and South Carolina in. I told you, I showed you my bracket. I'm telling you that Tennessee should have been the 4th seed with a bye because that's who they chose to put in there. I didn't. That's all I'm saying. Here's the issue to Smitty's point. I get what you said, but at the same time, those 4 teams we just watched shouldn't have been in. And I argue those are the teams I actually said shouldn't be in. Like the teams that played are actually the teams. Like remember I said Penn State shouldn't get in. I said Indiana shouldn't get in. SMU shouldn't get in. I said Notre Dame was on the cusp because of their choice to not get into a conference.
They look good though. Notre Dame deserves to be in.
Yeah, they look good, but I'm just saying we have a lot of teams that we could say that about. South Carolina beat Clemson and owned the state of South Carolina. By the way, if we break down Clemson, okay, who I also said they won the conference, which this is weird because I said they shouldn't be in. Okay, just so we're clear, they lost to it. So let me make this as eloquent as I can.
Yeah.
Y'all talked about the SEC this year and all this old shit, and now Tennessee's getting blamed for the SEC being garbage. But you guys are crazy. Number one, all the conferences, in my opinion, are watered down as normal, but SEC still, per strength of schedule, had the best strength of schedule, the hardest strength of schedule per league of anybody. It's fact. Go look at the stat data. Number one. Number two, Clemson opened up the season with who? Georgia, yeah. Got mollywopped. Okay? They played another SEC team later in the year against who? In their own state. South Carolina. Lost. Who they just lose to in the playoff?
Texas.
But what conference are they in?
SEC.
Okay. So, we had a team that lost to 3 SEC teams. Not close, really, either. Let's be real. And we're going to keep a team in the conference that's much better than your conference, who just beat you in your own state, out, but we'll put SMU in and they lost their last game against Clemson in that title game and lost to BYU during the year. So listen, man, I just think it's all, we can all do the old 20 for 20 and if half dozen eggs this way and a dozen this way, and your auntie's my boss, she'd be my uncle.
If it was a 50, I'll be drunk is what I grew up on, but I hear you.
But the bottom line is those are facts I just said.
Yeah, but
they lost the 3 SEC.
Okay, so now you're saying let's punish SMU for making the conference game.
Not punish, go to strength of schedule.
The team that didn't make it, and then they it gets weird at that point. Like you
go to my layout I just gave you. If I'm the commissioner, I didn't say you don't. Smitty, you don't reward a losing team. Bama got screwed before when it was just 4. Georgia got screwed last year when it was just 4. You don't go and reward the losing team when your strength of schedule is ass. The SMU strength of schedule was 75th in the country, Smitty. So they lost to Clemson. Fair. You had a great year, guys, 10-2, but you don't get in the big dog tournament. You had to beat Clemson, homie, for your team, because you were a team that was different than Texas, losing only 2 games to a Georgia in a SEC. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Like, your schedule got to matter. So, for example, if I'm Texas and I lose 2 in my conference, that you lose the conference is not the same weight. It ain't the same. You got to go undefeated.
It ain't. And we got to. That's how this would have been a real tournament. And then you rank them 1 through 12. Boise would have been 9. ASU would have been 8. We wouldn't be. The buys would have been different. The conference champs get in, yes, but it doesn't mean you get a buy if fucking Boise State. You're not going to get a buy. You're just not a P4. Sorry. You should make that right out the gate. I would make that. You don't get a buy no matter if you go 12-0.
So if you're not P4, it is what it is. Bet off the bat.
But you get in as an at-large because you're the best P5 team.
All right.
So we get one of those in.
Boom.
Boise was it. They got in this year. They deserve to get in, but they don't get a bye and rank 3rd. So Oregon, the team that went undefeated, who beat you subsequently, has to play Ohio State. That's not a reward for going through the regular season, which the committee says is a factor in determining the playoff teams.
So would you say your biggest problem is more so the order in which, or the rankings in which the teams are lined up versus the teams that got in? Like, you have to pick which one is the great. It's got to be both.
You got to put the teams in first and then rank them. Getting the right teams in the thing first, and then you rank those right teams. So to me, we could talk about all this and say all this you want. And all the fanboys out here who love their teams are going to be automatically against what I'm about to say. But the truth of the matter is, you can't sit up here and tell me that there wouldn't have been funner games if you had Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Bama in this tournament. And I would throw Miami in the tournament just for conversation over the other team, Indiana. So don't tell me that we wouldn't have had funner games. Now, here's the issue I have. The number one issue, if you're going to make these meaningless bowl games, why are we playing them at your home field? Why aren't these indoors in warm climate areas? The Rose Bowl, or at least if we're outdoors, we're in California or Arizona or Florida. Why are we not in Atlanta, where you play everything in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium? And why are we not in Dallas, where you play everything indoors? Why are we playing these games? Why would you put the fan bases and the audience and the people watching through those horrific games? We've never had a playoff where the home team hosted in January. Smitty, end of December. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
January
They're
weather.
trying to reward the higher seeds for having a good season. That's their way of doing it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a playoff. Smitty, the basketball tournament, no one plays at home. UCLA is the number 1 seed. They'll get to fucking host North Carolina, the 8th seed at Pauley Pavilion, and UCLA, homie, they're the West Region champ.
Yeah, obviously they'll play in the region maybe, but not playing at home.
Notre Dame, so Notre Dame, you're the champ of the Midwest or whatever. Guess where we're putting you? In fucking Naptown in the Colt Stadium.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
You're going to play at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday that has no conflict with nothing else. High school's over. NFL's the next day. And you're going to play right here Saturday, Lucas Oil Field. And guess what? Notre Dame, Indiana at Lucas fucking Oil would have been a great fucking spot
100%.
the other day. But we're playing in 12-degree weather where the team like Indiana, who's finesse, who throws it all over, can't even throw the ball because it's a rock. And it's slippery and cold as shit. You can't throw in that climate. I told you I picked the running back Love for Notre Dame on the show. He fucking was my captain in my DFS. Head on over to Prize Picks. He fucking had 50 fucking fantasy points as captain because a 98-yard run put him over the top for me. And I told you they weren't going to be able to tackle him in cold weather right on the fucking show. But what do I know? He fucking, what do you have, 200? I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is, you gotta understand. I love cold weather, Dros Andrews. No, I'm not speaking as a SoCal guy because I played my whole college career and professional career in cold weather. I'm speaking of what the fucking people want. We don't want a playoff with teams in it that look like we just saw. We want them in warm weather, like all the playoff games have ever been in the history of football. We play it in warm weather, controlled environment, or in warm weather states. That's why the Super Bowl isn't played in fucking Indiana. Do you guys understand where the Super Bowl's played?
We hosted one time.
Indoors, homie, is my point. I'm just saying.
I'm just making sure.
I'm throwing out a cold weather fucking city, homie. Right. You go to warm weather climates. That's why the Super Bowl's played in warm weather.
Vegas, LA, Miami. List goes on and on.
It's not a secret. Are you guys just figuring this out? They don't play in fucking Alaska? I'm just saying, Smitty, put these guys in controlled environments to get at least better games, and then seed it right. We just fucking, we're all over the place.
You're going to touch back on this, I'm sure, later, especially as we bring our guest on, but it's time for my favorite segment of the day, man. It's the quote of the day brought to you by BetUS. Go to BetUS right now. Use the promo code JB. Tell them that we sent you there and get all the perks that come with it, JB. What's the perks again? Listen again. What you get when you sign up?
150% bonus up to your first deposit up to $2,000 using our promo code CoachJB. And also you get protection and insurance. So head on over to BetUS today. Bet tonight's Monday Night Football games plus Christmas Day games. And the NBA is in full swing. So head on over to BetUS now. Smitty, quote of the day. Don't let your bad days trick you into thinking you have a bad life.
Damn, somebody need to hear that today. Somebody in this chat, I wish I had some church music underneath me right now. Somebody needs to hear what you just said, JB. Don't let your bad days trick you into thinking you have a bad life. You might have a bad week. You might have a bad month. You might have a bad quarter. But that don't mean your life is bad, man. Look at all the positives you got in your life. Look at the fact that you even up, which means you have an opportunity to survive, to do better, to grow. A bad day don't mean you got a bad life. I like that, JB. That's the top 10 meaningful quote. Not like top 10 like the bars were so crazy, creativity, but just a top 10 meaningful quote that we needed that today. I needed that.
I like the setup. I'm so open. I got no computer screen in front of me. Now I got the big screen. You're on the big screen. It's open wide. Enoch hooked it up. Shout out to Enoch. Our guy to hook it up. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over to Prize Picks. I know Brian Case uses a lot of different apps. He's texting me, sending me his winnings over the weekend. I won me some little things on Prize Picks over the weekend by picking J Love for Notre Dame as my captain, like I said. But what do I know? Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head over there, use my promo code Coach JB. Smitty, I do a thing called What I Want.
I like that. I like that. Just do what you want because they're going to judge you anyway, Grandmaster Wu. My homie Darius Khan. Mike has bad knees. They're going to judge you anyway. Do what you want, homie.
Lil Wodies, I don't care if it sounds shitty. Leave, motherfucker. I do what I want, bitch boy. If you took the balls out of your ears, you might be able to hear. Fucking ball jugglers, homie. God.
Lil Wodies roasting you, homie.
Somebody said top 2 quote of the day. You know, people text me like, that was top 6 quote of the day. Now they sending me messages like on DM and shit, homie. That shit is crazy.
You put that on the shirt, like this top blank of the day or something. I don't know. Something like that. I like that. Do what you want, homie. And you do what you want. Like if you want, you say you're going to get a yacht, you got a yacht. You say you're going to get a pool in the back, you're working on getting a pool. You say you're going to get a movie theater in your house, you got a movie theater in your house. You say you're going to get you got that. Like whatever you say you're going to get a studio, got a studio. Like I got, as a man, I got to respect that. Like I don't know how you be doing it. I don't know you doing drugs. I don't know you, but you getting it done though. So respect that.
I don't know if you do what.
I don't know you doing. Like I don't know how you getting the money. I ain't trying to. You know what I mean? I ain't no snitch. I'm just saying. I got
a lot of. That's a BPS. So by the way, I ain't gonna snitch, but I don't know how you do it. That's literally like throwing out to everybody. Like investigate this motherfucker. Like that is BPS snitching 101. Like I'm just throwing that out there so everybody out there knows. I'm just saying. Smitty, real quick.
You got PPP loan.
Quote of the day is the topic of the show. You got the thumbnail, college football. I'm gonna be honest, Smitty. Poll question: what needs to change with college football?
Yeah, with the playoffs, man, it's so tough, man. I guess number one, I think we got to put our emotions to the side, and we got to just pick the 12 best teams. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, let's look at the landscape.
So do you do that with conference champs out or in?
I think conference champs got to get in, just because if not, then it just devalues the whole shit. So all right, conference champions get in, and then after that, just pick the remaining just top teams. If they lost 3 games, but they better than the team that lost 1 game, it just is what it is. You gotta get the 12 best team. People are going to be pissed. They're going to be mad. But the thing that I think will actually help benefit is that if you start seeing some of the 3 and 4 lost teams get in, the teams that are losing 1 game that are pissed off. Now they're going to have to make their strength of schedule that much harder. They're going to have to make sure that they pick the 4 non-conference games that they play a year. Has to be some real like motherfuckers in that schedule to ensure that if they do have another 10-2 season, 11-1 season, that now the committee has to put respect on that because they played 3 SEC teams in a top Big Ten team, or just using that as an example. But I think if they start just truly picking just the best teams, right? No matter what the loss record is, it will naturally force everybody to like make sure that their schedule is legit, and we'll see more of these top teams playing each other early in the season, and versus. I mean, listen, you look at IU schedule. Let's be real, it's not that sexy. Like it ain't that hard. Even I saw their schedule coming up for next year. It looks even worse. So like based upon that, I think moving forward, we can just look at people's schedule before the season start and damn near just make our minds up like, hey, IU, no matter what they do, they can't make the playoffs next year. Well, unless they win their conference. If they don't win the Big Ten, they're not in. Because you can just look at the teams they're playing. It's like, bro, this schedule is not lined up to the same likings of an Ole Miss or Ohio State or whoever, other teams you want to throw out there. So I think that's what it is. Committee, put your emotions aside.
I'm gonna be honest, Smitty. I'm calling it right now. When Penn State absolutely mollywops Boise by 40 next weekend, and Texas beats Arizona State by 30, what are we gonna say? Because it's happening. I'm just telling you right now. I'll bet dollars to dimes that those things happen. That they have no shot at winning the games. It's going to be absolute bloodbath by both of those games right there. It's unbelievable. And then you're watching possibly the Natty being played in round 2 against Oregon, Ohio State again, rematch. It's not sexy. It's not the way you should have had this. This should have been – first of all, let's start from the top. Eliminate the portal before bowl games. Take away the portal before the bowl season, number one. So we get the guys to play the games they signed up to play, especially when we're paying them NIL money from collectives that are signed on to agree to pay certain student athletes to go to your school. Let's get our return on investment because that is what business is. We don't just pay you and not get a return on our investment. So first of all, let's start there. You have to play the season, not amount of games. You play the season 2 entirety, whatever that entails.
Yeah.
Number one, to get an NIL contract, you must sign right here that you played the season to its entirety. That means we have now the quality on the field. We don't have to think about that anymore. We take that equation out. NIL means play the season. Number one, we fixed that. Number 2, you cannot leave until the season's over. So you need to correct the calendar. The academic calendar needs to be changed. Number 2, let's bump college football season up because we have a month of no time. Meaning we go the month of August and do nothing when we should be playing in August. We used to play in August. Why aren't we not anymore? Why did we bump August to September? September's NFL. College should start a month prior like it used to, not a week prior when we get a fucking shit-ass kickoff game classic. Let's start the college football season in August. Now we go from August to when, Smitty? November. Guess what happens? Now we're playing bowl games and college football playoff games in early December. Now we have a national championship right at New Year's like it always was. New Year's games were always the best. National title. So then the Super Bowl comes after. Now we have separated the two. Right now, it's a clump of shit altogether, and we're watching shitty NFL. Please tell me why the NFL playoffs the NFL had 2 games on during the exact same time as college football playoff. Did anybody even know in the chat? Let's keep it funky with me, homie. Keep it real. I had no clue the Chiefs game was on.
Yeah, I did.
I was on the boat, but let's be honest. No clue that the Chiefs game.
I watched the 4th quarter. That's it. I forgot that game.
Because college football playoff was supposed to be this big old thing, right? There's no way the Chiefs could be playing the Texans at the same exact fucking time, right? And then the Ravens and the Steelers kick off at the exact same time as the next game?
I watched that game.
What? Now, you have to have 20 TVs at a Palooza situation like I do. How many people are luxury to have that? How many people have the luxury to have 20 TVs?
Damn, brag, don't you?
I'm just saying.
You got to have 20 TVs like me. A lot of people don't. You got to have a fucking school bar.
You got to be worth $100 million like me. You got to have a yacht.
You got to have a yacht.
I'm just saying, homie. Real shit. Why would you even do that? Like, no forward thinking, Smitty. No forward thinking. It's absolutely horrific set of events that happened this past weekend in football from everybody involved. I'm just telling you. So let's get rid of that conflict, not even have it in the equation by bumping college football up, and so it's its own thing. And then the NFL is its own thing, because we already know in college football, right, that the NFL jumps to Saturday football games at this time.
Yeah.
So you're taking and making all this, you're taking and making all this money, NCAA, but you can't forward think to spotlight your student athletes more than this? You want to conflict them with the biggest conglomerate on earth, the NFL? You want to compete with the NFL on your first round of college football playoff games in 10-degree weather on a home site? What? Homie, it is bad business. I'm just telling you, and literally bad business that we just witnessed. And I'm just telling you, we got to change those things. That's what I would do going forward. And then get rid of the 12. Come on, we don't need 12. You keep it at 4 like it was. Make them call in and say, you know what, man, we got to eat humble pie. We fucked up. We apologize to the world. We're going to go back to 4 like it was forever. And I'm just saying right now, y'all ain't going to like me, Smitty. I go back to 2. Motherfucker, 1 verse 2. That's what. If I'm the commissioner, we're going back to number 1 verse 2. By the way, the rest of you motherfuckers, you playing meaningful bowl games because you signed an NIL contract that you have to play the entirety of the season. Now we got football back. But anyway, what do I know?
I like an 18 format. I think 18 is a sweet spot. I thought 12 was a little too much. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't mind making people earn it. Now, obviously, this first weekend of the very first college football playoff makes JB look like a genius, and maybe he will be a genius with this entirety of this thing. But I don't think every first round of 12-team playoff moving forward is going to be as bad as it was this weekend. But this is not the way that the committee wanted to start, not the way the NCAA wanted to start, or none of the fans wanted to start. I think starting now, though, now at this level of the rounds that it's at, I think overall it's going to be good football games that we see moving forward. And I think we'll start to see the benefits of it now at this round moving forward. Now, if there's another round of blowout, I'm going to have to come out here and just eat crow and just say this whole thing was a mistake.
You know? But we can't have so we're down to these elite teams, right? The second round, third round, whatever. We can't have Texas blow out Arizona State and Penn State blow out Boise.
I know.
50% of what's left. 50% of what's left is going to be blowouts. And I'm just telling you, it's not good.
I'm hoping Ashton Jeanty make sure that doesn't happen. The Heisman runaround. I'm hoping that.
The guy that got fucked on the Heisman. I get it. Here's the thing I got to say. Here's the thing I got to say. Is Georgia got Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Mollywop. So you're gonna have 3, homie.
Don't do that.
3, dog. 3 teams, homie. 3 teams. Well, hey, Smitty, you like history? You do history. Go show me when Notre Dame's been competitive against an SEC team. I'll wait.
But don't do that, though, Jason.
I'm just saying, homie, show me when Notre Dame's done well in a BCS situation against an SEC team. Can't wait to have T-Rich on tomorrow. It's going to be another blowout. They just don't get it done in fucking playoffs. They're not built for that.
Let's keep it real, JB. Let's keep it real. Basically, what you want motherfucker. You want 9 SEC teams. If we're gonna keep it 12, you want 9 SEC teams, and then maybe 3 Big Ten, and then call and let them go. Let's be real. So
bounce that off of Amir and ask yourself, would that not be better this year?
You want A&M, Ole Miss, Bama?
No, I don't. Texas, don't throw teams in there. Don't throw teams in there. Let's be real. Smitty, I'm a West Coast guy. I thought the Pac-12 was the best conference last year, and I loved it. I was here for it. Pac-12 was the best conference finally. It used to be when SC was dominated as well, because SC won the real shit every year. Right. I'm a West Coast guy. I used to be like, fuck the SEC. Y'all played nobody after the half of the year schedule. Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Tennessee for a while. You guys were shit until now when it's watered down. If you look at the whole thing as a big picture forward thinker I am, the SEC, per strength of schedule, regardless of playing Mercer week 10 and all that, it's because you play who you play in that league. It makes sense. They had the best, hardest schedule versus common opponents. Strength of schedules won. So if that was me as the committee, I'm ranking the schedule per schedule. So Oregon should have got in. Arizona State won their shit conference, so they should have got in. Boise was the at-large because they were the number one we came up to that agreement. We'll put a non-P4 in, right?
Yeah.
So Boise gets in. No bye, though, but they get in. But other than that, Smitty, Penn State beat no one, played no one, lost to who they did play. SMU did the same. Beat no one, played no one, lost to who they did play. Clemson, really, they won the conference, so by default, they got in. But the team that beat them in their own state with 3 losses, same losses as them, but one head-to-head, got left out. Again, if we put the strength of schedule in, South Carolina would have got in. And then I would have still threw in a Miami because of face value. They traveled, they got the fireworks on offense. It would have been a much better display than playing fucking SMU. I would have loved to see Miami Penn State open up the season. I'm just saying. Anyway, we can all talk hindsight 2020. I get it. But the truth of the matter is, yes, this year, Smitty, and Smitty, next year, what if it was 9 Big Ten teams? It is what it is. I'm not telling you. I'm saying now, this year, you should have had Ole Miss. You should have had fucking South Carolina. You should have had Alabama in this thing. And still get Tennessee, Georgia, Texas. So, am I missing somebody? You would have had 6.
I think you got it. My only concern is that every year we're going to say the SEC team has the highest strength of schedule because we think the SEC is the best. So like it'll you know what I'm saying? Like it'll always be SEC teams. It'll never be any other team, which was always the problem. We always say they have the best conference, so we always.
That's a you problem. That's a you problem. See, that's the problem. We keep talking about. That's what we wanted to see differently. We wanted different teams. You've got the same teams anyway in this thing, and you fought for it to hopefully change. And the rankings came out, and the same teams are in the top 4. You just fixed the bye. You changed the buys to fuck with everybody's mindset, thinking, oh well. Georgia didn't get, Georgia and Texas had to play. Well, really, no. You gave Boise, the 9th-ranked team in the country, a bye per your rule, so it fucked with everybody's mindset. And then you got to see 4 blowouts in week 1, and now you're like, you forgave me. I'm just telling you, dog.
I want Ohio State to win it all because Ohio State wouldn't have got in if this was the 4 team. It'll prove to me that, hey, you can lose an extra game, and you may not be the top 4 team, but you can still be the best team. So my hope is that Ohio State and Ryan Day wins it all. That's not right. No. I hope they win it all because then that'll show me. You show people that
won't show you. That's another trophy handout in a world of mediocrity.
They gotta win the game. Homie.
But see, that's my point. So you can say that about baseball. You can say that about pro baseball. Any team in the playoffs can win it all. That's just fact. Yeah. Any team gets in the playoff. If you put every Major League Baseball team in the playoff, one of them goes on a hot streak. I'm telling you, that's how baseball is. You would be extra. I didn't say every team. I didn't say all that. No, what I'm saying is it's the same thing. You can say that for any sport. Look at the fucking basketball in-season tournament. The Lakers won it last year, Smitty. I'm just telling you, that doesn't mean you made it. You're not the best. Ohio State, you fucked up at the end of the season. You got left out. Georgia got left out last year, Smitty.
Don't compare the in-season tournament to the real. Come on now.
Man, I'm just telling you, dog.
Man, let's go to black people shit real quick. A little quick commercial break. Come back with Big Matt. Talk Colorado. Talk more about this 12-team college playoff games. But right now, we got some white people.
Can I stop you before that, though? Can I stop you before that, though? One of my former co-hosts on this show, absolute nobody. She's an absolute nobody. I guess she came at me on Twitter for no reason.
What you mean?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to stop. We'll wait on it. But I just want to give you a little insight before we do something. Yeah, she came at me for some reason. I don't understand. Off of a Zach Smith post, she came at me. And so I had that made and sent it to her. So, anyway.
The audio listeners, he has a upside down Coke bottle with the Tennessee logo on top of it. I don't know anything about this former co-host. I've only heard a few, comments, and I've heard the upside down Coke bottle joke before. I guess that's what JB's saying. That's how she's shaped. I don't know the woman. I don't know the white woman, but I guess we're gonna dive into this a little bit more. I don't know what she said. I'd love to see what she said during the top of the second hour, so we really dive into a little bit more. But there's an upside down Coke bottle right here on the TV, fellas. Let's go to white people shit real quick for your white ass, and let's see what we got here, and then we'll go to a quick break.
Bite me. This damn snake won't bite me. You know why? Because I got the best moonshine around. This bitch is too scared to bite me. Look at him. Bite me, boy. Bite me.
That's not white people shit. I'm just gonna be honest. That is redneck shit. They need to be a classification separate.
So, but is redneck like is redneck like a tier of white people shit though? It's like a tree branch of white.
I don't know, man. They're closer to probably BPS.
Oh,
they're their own genre.
It's not close to BPS at all.
No, rednecks are its own genre.
Cool, say that. They're not closer to BPS though. In terms of
white people say they're closer to BPS than white people say.
No way. No. First of all, they're actually white. So let's just start there.
No, they're not white. They're like a backwood redneck. It's a whole other thing.
But they're white though.
They're not. They're a whole other thing. I'm trying to tell you. So are black cats in London that speak full on UK? Are they black?
Yeah. What the hell? They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I don't know.
Bailey, we got another video, Bailey, or was that the one? All right, let's show the other video, man. Hold on, pause it, Bailey, pause it. That's when you do, like, when you don't really have like a comeback for real. You just say.
I was hoping you missed it and was like, oh, okay, yeah.
He just gets confused. You should have just threw me off. Like, I don't even know what to say now. All right, my fault, man. Bring it up.
What's going on here, though?
It's okay. Then a drive-through. Oh, okay. Oh.
And what is this?
Good drive-through, man. And the dog was helping, you know.
And this is what?
Black people shit.
That's white people shit all day. I don't see black people shit because no black person's gonna stick their hand in the fucking dog with a pit bull. Number one.
No. Black people love pit bulls. You know that.
They're not sticking their hand into someone else's pit bull area. Black people shit. They would never. They wouldn't jump in the ocean either.
He's black though. Look at his fist.
Stop. No brother I know is going to put their hand out there with Ash and they never met him. I'm just telling you.
Look, he's black.
So, that's what I'm saying. That's not black people shit. He wouldn't do it. It's white people shit. White people would have got out. White person would have got. Lucy would have got out the thing. Baby.
That's the difference, homie. A black dude will.
She's Mexican. She's Mexican white, homie. Lucy's Mexican white. There's a difference. I'm trying to tell you. Redneck has a whole nother thing. There's white Mexican. There's whitewashed brothers. There's wannabe white boys think they're black. We have all these things, Smitty. Come on, homie. Like, let's act like we don't know.
Let's break down one of these shows. Let's break down all the tiers. Like during the off season, let's break down all the different. Huh?
Hey Bailey, I gotta send you this, dog. You gotta put this in right now, because if you don't put this in, this is
You gotta put this in right now.
Real shit. Before we go to break, because I gotta send you this, Bailey. I just sent it to you. This is my. I found out I had a son.
You can't just drop that at the end of the first hour, homie.
I just want to get it out the way, homie. I found out I had a son, bro. He's a little fat fuck. I didn't. It's whoever. I don't know who the mom is. I apologize in advance, but they asked me to give him some clothes, and I said, "Fuck, man, I don't know who he is, but I'll send you what I can." And they said the girl that texted me was like, what can we send him to school in? And I said, well, I have one T-shirt is all I have. And if it is my son, then I want to start off this thing with a bang. And I said, I want to make sure everyone knows he's my son.
Right.
So I apologize in advance.
Can we see him? I want to see him, man. This is breaking news.
He's a little fat fuck, but I gave him the T-shirt, man.
The apple don't fall far from the tree, homie. That's fine.
I gave him the T-shirt.
Oh, he's adorable. I want to squeeze his cheek. His shirt says, I fuck on the first date. Look at JB's son, man. He's 12 years old. Got his little lunch pail. He ready to go. Black Air Force Ones. Oh, he looked just like you, Jason. He looked just like you, Jason. Oh, my God. Hey, y'all, click this and tag JB. JB has a son. This is like, I know we're live, but this is breaking news, homie. Like, he has an actual son who's still, like, young enough to, like, be a part of his life and take him on the boat and do trips with him, man.
Hold on, wait, what?
Y'all look just alike.
Oh, I was told the wrong thing.
What?
I was told the wrong thing, man. I was told that this is not that, and it's actually this.
What up, man? This is a proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty, and it is First Round Performance.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over to firstroundperformance.com. We got the merch, the gear. They are top-notch company.
High quality, JB. All about the quality here. Workout gear, exclusive gear. What's that right there, JB?
By the way, nobody else in the country or the world has this short right here. You can put this short on. It helps your back. It helps your hamstrings, helps your quads as you work out.
What?
You can wear these right underneath your workout shorts or what have you. It's kind of like a girdle, but very, very comfortable. Shorts Against Syndrome. It's SAFS. Go head on over there and check it out. First Round Performance.
JB, they got workout bands. They got ankle weights.
What's this?
What's in that box?
All kind of good.
It's our first time seeing this.
What's this?
I'm nervous. What's that?
A 40-yard dash electric timer. You can go get your workout on with the light and the strobe, the whole deal. Firstroundperformance.com.
Oh, you just turned it on, JB.
Bam.
You want that smoke?
Go check it out.
I know you ain't trying to race me,
I
JB.
might race Smitty and smoke him.
You ain't trying to race me. You scared of that life.
Yeah, this is the real deal. You guys got to go check it out. Firstroundperformance.com. Head on over there. Proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show.
Nice, JB.
With Big Smitty. And
oh, this is mine, right?
hell yeah. Listen, their premium gear, including the revolutionary SAFS shorts I just showed you, are expertly designed by a leading orthopedic surgeon to align your hips and relieve your pain. It is trusted by athletes and active individuals alike, whether you are pushing your limits with their high-quality resistance bands, as Smitty just showed you, or boosting recovery with the powerful dual-spectrum red light therapy devices that I just showed you. First Round Performance delivers the tools needed to stay at the top of your game. Whether aiming for peak performance or simply wanting to live pain-free, they've got you covered. Visit firstroundperformance.com or shop on Amazon today. They just launched their AmazonStore.com, their Amazon store. This is out there, First Round Performance on Amazon. And so go help them out and grab some performance gear today. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yes, sir.
Go First Round.
Go First Round, baby.
The promo code will be Coach JB. So check that out and head on over there today.
Get right, baby. First Round, the highest quality.
First Round Performance, go get you some merch.
Ooh, I like this shirt. I like this shirt, JB.
Yeah, we are back in this building. Merciless Monday, man. Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. Big Matt's going to join us, I think. If not, if he can, it's all good. Holiday season. But if he can, we'll wait. If not, we'll get Shaun King later on. Let's see. And then E-Dub, obviously. Let me see something, man.
What you doing, man?
Nothing's going through.
What you mean?
Shaun King's texts are coming back saying not delivered.
You probably, yes. Sometimes phones do that. You might have to keep trying, or you might have to restart your phone.
Maybe got my text, so I don't know.
Might have to restart it, or maybe Sean's phone got disconnected or something like that. But while we're waiting on that, man, I do want to dive a little specifically into like some of the actual games itself. We talked about the entirety of the college football playoff, but we didn't really talk about like the games itself, man. I mean, let's start off.
Can I address something real quick though? I shout out to Tank Dell. I reached out to Tank. I hit him up, told him to keep his head up. Unfortunate situation. They're still dissecting what it actually is. Is it compound fracture or dislocated kneecap with a compound? Because that's both. Kneecap dislocate all the time. You can actually put them back in. I've had mine dislocated. It is a floating, what they call a floating bone. So the kneecap's a bone on the top, but it's not connected to a bone. It has to move, right? It's a movable bone that's connected with tendons and ligaments, etc. Dr. Jesse Morse can break that down tomorrow, but it looks like there's a bone that comes through the pad in the pants. People don't know what they're seeing, so just stop assuming. We don't know. We're looking into it, but he was in good spirits when I talked to him. So shout out to Tank Dell.
Tank.
Yeah, unfortunate situation again. But I gotta be honest, Bailey. I don't know if you can show the actual. You don't have to show the injury, but can you show the play, the end of the football play? Because this is something that no one's going to talk about, and this is fucking irritating me, and I'm kind of getting pissed off at this because it is horrific coaching.
Ooh.
Horrific.
I must have missed something.
Yes, we did. And I haven't heard no one talk about it but me, because I see shit as a coach that no one else is seeing out here as a fucking Twitter finger rattler. There's just a fucking huge problem in Houston. And yes, Houston, we have a problem because you guys don't fucking understand how to run red zone concepts, apparently. You have literally injured 2 of your top 3 wide receivers this year by running bad fucking offensive concepts and having the fucking other player in the same fucking area and vicinity as the fucking receiver who catches the ball. This was friendly fire, Smitty. He broke his leg from his own fucking player. This has happened twice now for the Houston Texans. Happened with Stephon Diggs, and it's happened here. Why the fuck are they together? Why the fuck are they in the same fucking area? But all you coaches out here who know so motherfucking much have never even fucking thought about what I'm telling you right now, are you? All you talking about, he broke his leg, T's and P's. Fuck that. Coaching fucked the kid again. Because there's no fucking reason that those 2 cats should be in the fucking back pylon together. In no fucking play in football. Not one play should they fucking be together right there. If you look at Stephon Diggs' injury from earlier this year, Smitty, the same fucking thing. I'm just telling you, homie, this is fucking horrific as a play design and a play caller. This should not happen to this kid. This friendly fire receiver should not even be close. Why should I have 4 players in fucking a matter of 1 yard circumference, Smitty? There's 2 defenders and 2 offensive players and 2 defenders within a 3-yard box. Why? This should not happen in the fucking NFL. It's a fireable offense. If I'm going to go in as the head coach and say, stay off the goddamn quarterback in practice, people. You know what we call that, Smitty? Protecting the investment.
Right.
We don't hit the quarterback in practice in the NFL. Guess what we don't do also? Hey, Bobby Slowick, you're not protecting my fucking investment from a guy I just paid. You're fired, motherfucker. This is 2 wideouts that I traded for one, and I fucking signed a cat that blew out his knee last year because we put a 160-pound guy in the red zone to go block at the end, and he blew out his knee. And I'm the guy that defends football all the time, and this sounds like a Smitty take because he's protecting the player here, but no. If we're going to protect the investment in the NFL, why are you sending my 165-pound wideout in the box to crack back at the end? And why are he running a corner route when I got another receiver in the same fucking area? He's broken his leg twice because of fucking Bobby Slowick, the OC shitty. But what do I know? No one's calling that out. This is fucking horrific in the NFL. We're talking professional football, Smitty, the elite of the elite. There's no fucking room for error like this. This is a amateur hour play call and design, homie. And he's done it twice to Tank Dell and 3 times, including Stephon Diggs, who got hurt this year for the same reason. If you show the Stephon Diggs injury, it's the same fucking thing. This is a trend, Smitty. This ain't a fucking freak accident. No way, shape, or form should that other receiver have been over there. Clear. Look at the end zone. Look at the film. Look where the placement of the ball is. Look at where the design of the fucking football is. Smitty, the end zone, they're in the left corner of the end zone. It's not like they're running across the end zone on a drag route. There is no space for that other receiver to go. Where is he supposed to go, Smitty? If I'm designing a football play, Smitty, and we're in the low red,
right?
One receiver should be on the front pylon, and the back Tank Dell should have been on the back pylon. They're together.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea why they're in the same area like this. I was thinking maybe one of the receivers maybe ran the wrong route. I was just trying to think of you know, is there something else that we're missing? But from a scheme standpoint, I'm not no offensive coordinator guy. I never tried to say I was, but some stuff just comes in.
I'm the head coach in Houston. Of course, Tank's my kid. If I'm the head, I'm firing the OC today. Why not? We just lost. We got the division wrapped up, but we lost. We lost today, and we're 8-6. Or what are we? 8-7? What are they? You're fired.
6. I think.
Yes, I'm firing you going into the playoffs. Yes.
Nah, I think that's emotional though. You can't fire him, JB. And I get, again, that's your kid. So right now you're thinking like that's my kid. I get it. But
no, you can't fire him.
They are 9-6, and
yeah, you can't fire him.
Making the playoffs, you don't run fire offensive coordinator going into the playoffs when you're probably about to have another.
It's happened before. Smitty, how many games have they lost out of how many games? And let's just say, give me their last 5 breakdown, baby. Do you know?
I had to break it down.
I just want to know, like, out of 5, have they lost 3 out of 5, or there's something like that. Mm-hmm. So if the trend is headed that way towards the playoffs, as a head coach and manager and CEO, I got to make a decision.
They're 2-2 in their last 4. I know that. Titans beat them. Chiefs beat them. They beat the Jags. They beat the Dolphins.
And now I gotta be honest, Smitty. I gotta be honest here, homie. Let's be real here. This is a result-oriented business. I have C.J. Stroud, who had a record rookie year. And I put that on C.J. Stroud being an anomaly first year and having the it factor to show everybody that I'm this guy before a resume gets put out and before my tape gets put to the league. So now defensive coordinator game plan for C.J. Stroud. To take the second-year hop, which I said he'll struggle this year a little bit, if you know. I said CJ would struggle. I love CJ, but he would struggle a little bit. You have Nico Collins, Tank Dell. You go get Mixon, the best ball-catching running back in fucking football. You have Mechie that's back healthy. You got Robert Woods, who's a former big-time player who's now older, but you have a guy and an asset. And then you have – you get Stephon Diggs, and you have Dalton Schultz. You have arguably the best offensive weaponry in football, yet C.J. Stroud has had a bad down year. Your wideouts have been injured because of your play design, and you haven't gotten Mixon nearly involved as he should have been when you struggled passing the ball to get him the rock in the run game. That is an offensive coordinator positional fail. Nothing more, nothing less. There is no going back from that. That is fact. Your quarterback, who we thought was going to be the next Tom Brady, has fucking hit a wall this year. You got Nico Collins injured earlier. He came back. Tank Dell coming back, just getting in his flow, Smitty. Tank had me 25 fantasy points the other day before he got injured. And then we injure him again. And then you trade for Stephon Diggs and hurt him in a bad route concept also. There's a fucking writing on the wall, homie. It's not... I know it wasn't
I'm not defending him to stay on like with the team. I haven't like did a deep dive like you've done into like all his history of what he's been doing this season. I'm just saying I don't think it's a benefit to fire him at this point, right before the playoffs, adding all types of chaos and noise and having to figure out who's going to take over the offense. And then, you got to understand their head coach is a defensive guy, so he's not going to take over the offense. So now you're going to give it to who? A quarterback coach or something? Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds good, but I think you got to just ride it out to the end of the season. Then at that point, you can evaluate everything. But all right, we need something different, something else. But to do it right now, I think it'll be acting off emotions. And I don't think you should make any decision on emotions, in my opinion. But
sometimes you got to do it, man. Sometimes you got to do it. Shout out to Sam Darnold, who I said would be the comeback player of the year. I think he's number 2 in the NFL in explosive plays behind Jared Goff. He's having an MVP caliber year. He's been overshadowed by Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson career years because really he's having an MVP career season, actually, not just comeback player season. But that's what he'll probably get. That's what he'll probably get.
I saw a stat or something. I might not say it perfectly, but it's only been like 2 players that have like in their first season with the new team throw for over 30 plus touchdowns and have 13 plus wins. I think it's him and Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning joined the Broncos. So.
And Niners fucked up by letting him go.
Man.
And then, but what do I know? And then, if you're Minnesota Vikings and you do not re-sign Sam Darnold, this is the epitome of why football's watered down, and this is the epitome of why administrators should not have a say in making football brackets in college and making football decisions at the NFL level. If you haven't played or don't understand economics, don't make decisions. You not signing Sam Darnold this offseason, I'm here for the demise of the Minnesota Vikings because J.J. McCarthy will absolutely not be close to even thinking about what Sam Darnold's doing, probably ever, but definitely not next year coming off an injury as a true rookie. And secondly, please don't sign him. Please don't sign him, Minnesota. Let that motherfucker go to Frisco. Let him go to somewhere else and ball again because you making these fucking decisions at the NFL level blow my mind. Oh, well, it's just a cap. We got JJ. If you go for some new pussy over some for show pussy, you're an idiot. Period. Minnesota, you better re-sign Sam Darnold. Him and the head coach have what a lot of people aspire to find in this league. A head coach, play caller, quarterback combination that is very far few between. There's only a few. Only a few in the NFL. McVay, Stafford. Goff's head coach is not an offensive guy. Either is the Texans. Right now, Washington, Jaden Daniels has balled out, but Cliff Kingsbury's a former head coach play caller, but he's not the head coach, but he's a former head coach play caller. Working well.
Yeah.
How many are there?
Burrow.
I'm having to dig. Zach Taylor and Burrow's one.
Yeah.
Horrible team this year. You have to dig and find it, homie. Why would you get rid of when you have one anomaly? Why would you?
It makes no sense. It would make no sense to get, and that's me, a guy who I'm eating crow.
That's what they'll do.
No sense.
Jordan Love and LaFleur.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we're digging for. We're trying to find some. There's not a lot. Why would you not do it? You have to do it, especially after this year.
And I know Justin Jefferson's gonna be in there and also like, hey now. Because this is the best, you know. And listen, Kirk, don't get me wrong, him and Kirk had a lot of success together too, but it's just something that was missing. Sam, if this is gonna be Sam moving forward, come on now, he deserves the big money.
You got Reed and Mahomes.
Yeah, of course.
So I mean, there's really not a lot, homie.
Yeah, I would keep him, like you said. Like you said, I hope JJ McCarthy ends up being a good quarterback, but like you said, we don't know though. We don't know. Sam is showing you right now who he can be. And the way he's playing now is who I think people thought he would be when he first got drafted. Just it took some time for him to mature, find the right situation, but he's here now. And like, you know, I'll admit, the whole year I've been waiting for Sam to like fall off a cliff or to go back to like playing the Sam of old. And he's proving me wrong and shutting me up all season long. So I think he's like, no, he's confident in the system. He knows the system, and he's showing you what he is. Don't be saying the Vikings can go on a run. The Vikings can go to NFC Championship or something, and if they do,
I think they're going to be the one. I think they're going to be the one.
And there's no way you can just not sign him after that. Like that would be idiotic.
I think they're going to be the 1 seed.
Yeah, that'd be idiotic. There's no
I
way
think they beat Green Bay and Detroit, and they have the hardest schedule remaining, other than the Chiefs.
Chiefs, I think.
Chiefs and the Vikings have the
Chiefs
hardest.
have the Texans, and they got 2 more tough games I know to close out and win the division.
Hey, I got a text from a very inspirational person of mine. A lot of people know, but I can't say who it is. I just want to read it. I can't tell you. Smitty, when you dream big, you will go to bed late and get up early. When you dream big, you will have very few friends. When you dream big, you will be misunderstood. When you dream big, you will be single unless you're lucky enough to find someone who understands your lifestyle. When you dream big, people will always want you to do well, but never better than them. So you'll always be doubted. When you dream big for those reasons, you will do many things alone. Your hard work will pay off. Keep going. I just want to give that out there because that's from a very, very special person.
I like that.
Smitty, yeah, there's so much to talk about. We haven't heard from Matt, so we'll move on. We'll just ad-lib this little area daily like we're doing. But here's the thing. Number one, you re-sign Sam Darnold on the NFL note, and you fucking don't sign Brock Purdy in Frisco. In Frisco, you can't. You can't do it because you have no roster to support a quarterback that's going to make $160 million or whatever they're going to pay him. You have no roster. You're starting over in essence. So if you do sign Brock Purdy and give him the money in Frisco, then that's telling me they're getting rid of the guys like Greenlaw and Warner and CMC's gone and then Debo's gone. Debo's out. And you're saying you're starting over when in essence, if you were really that good, Lynch and Shanahan, you would have kept Sam Darnold. Because you should have known in practice what Sam Darnold did for you. You all said it. You all knew what he was. He is a 3rd overall pick for a reason. The talent was never doubted. You just had him in fucking New York and Carolina. By the way, what are those organizations looking like with a Hall of Fame ball spinner, Aaron Rodgers? They're shitty with him.
Right.
You expected Sam Darnold as a rookie to go in there and be something fucking other? Dog, this is the issue I have with these GMs and these supposedly unbelievable head coaches. No, you're not. You're fucking overrated, and anybody can do this. You know what I was told last night, Smitty, on the boat by a person that I know?
What you told?
That's in the industry. You know him very well. He's a C-list actor. Been in a lot of movies, and everyone knows him in this chat. I would say his name. Everybody would know him. He told me last night on the boat. He goes, Doug, are these guys that are coming out on all these Diddy lists and Epstein lists, are they guys that you go watch? Let's just say, we're not going to say a name. We're going to say, oh, damn, that motherfucker's unbelievable rapper. Oh, my God, he's an unbelievable actor. Do you really go and watch it and say, fuck, man, I could never do that? Or do you go out and say, even with acting school that guy went through as a kid and all the training he had, I could do that. Most actors and rappers, we all say, they're not that great. The ones that are like, oh, fuck, that's kind of hard to do, they kind of dissipate and go away. We don't see those guys. We don't see them no more because they went against the word of Hollywood, which is now coming out to become a huge thing. The point he made is, we didn't They didn't select Hollywood. Hollywood selected them, homie, as kids because they would do what others wouldn't. And then we put production behind a guy like Jay-Z, and we fucked with his voice, and we made this guy a billionaire. We made this Kanye West guy a billionaire. How many guys in the hood do you know that could fucking, man, my boy's harder than Jay-Z. We say it, right? Put the production and the money behind him, and we never would know. And he made a valid point, homie. Same with acting, Smitty. You are a hell of a fucking. If someone came and put the backing behind you, just to say, no, it's like a Tyler Perry made you a series.
Yeah.
People would be talking about how, no, Smitty's the greatest fucking thing ever.
Well,
he's right, homie.
I'm a bad boy though. I'm a different kind of like weapon. You know what I mean?
He's 100% right though, homie. Justin Bieber was selected.
He can sing his ass off, homie. Don't do that. He
wasn't so but do we know?
His voice is his voice, homie.
That's the point though. Do we know?
What you mean?
He goes through vocal training as a baby, right? As a kid. These kids get vocal training as a kid because they were selected to be the guy. And we go find this guy that has some sort of talent, and we say, here's the presentation. We present the parents with a certain dollar amount that says, hey, you're going to be an elitist. In 20 years, you'll be the biggest, most selling singer in the history of blah, blah, blah. But you're going to have to go get this baby oil put on, son. And I'm just telling you, homie, he made a valid fucking point. I'm just telling you, it made me think about a lot of shit. And it's real. It's real. Look at it, homie. Look at it, homie. I'm just telling you, that's real shit. I've seen horrible comedians, horrible actors, homie. I can fucking do some acting, homie, and I've never been trained. Put me behind Martin Scorsese and a fucking film crew, homie. I'm out there, motherfucker. You'd be like, damn, they'd be the coldest actor ever. I'm just telling you, homie. It's real shit.
Listen, I hear what you're saying. And I understand having certain resources helps elevate.
This guy's a 50-year Hollywood guy now. I'm just telling you.
It helps elevate you for sure. I give you on.
Clive Davis. Clive Davis is a motherfucker selecting these motherfuckers.
But you still got to have that shit, though. Like, because a lot of young people who got the resources, and they still just ain't have it, whether it's a sport.
Here's the point. Here's a valid last point he made. If I selected you, Smitty, and I told you, you will never fail, no matter how negative it gets, no matter how bad you think you are, no matter how bad the rhetoric out there is that you can't sing in public, Mary J. So I got to put vocals to you, Mary J, because I've been to Mary J concerts in person and she's fucking horrific. But anyway, she rocks the crowd, right? But her voice is fucking horrible. Let's just keep it funky.
Great entertainer, though.
She was selected, entertainer. My point is, if I told you could never fail, no matter what, you will never fail, no matter how negative it gets, blah, 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 blah. You are going to be successful, Smitty. Guess what? You can say it's not easy and you can do, everybody in the chat, well, you could say it's easy. No, what I'm telling you is if you told you'll never fail, it doesn't matter. It is easy. You're in a no-lose, homie. That is the selected versus selecting. Just throwing it out there.
How you, fuck out that. I'm sorry, man. How do you think this shit really works? So you think like a motherfucker's 10 years old, and then some random exec just sees them at Exxon gas station, like, damn, man, he got that look. And you walk up to him and say, hey, man, you gonna be like,
not how it goes. They know the parent through a business situation or dealing. They find out they have a kid. The kid is groomed from a baby. Look at the Olsen twins, homie. Look at the Kardashians, homie. You can't sit here and find me somebody that's come through and earned it, not been selected.
Let's use the hood cat, though. Let's use the hood cat. You threw out the name Jay-Z. Okay. Who the fuck is daddy?
He was a Hawaiian Sophie, homie. Don't holler at me about this video. I'm a historian when it comes to this, homie. Jay-Z's Hawaiian Sophie, homie. Go look it up. Do you know what it is?
I don't.
Jay-Z's walking around like a queer motherfucker, homie, on Hawaiian Sophie with a girl's dress on, homie. Go peep it out. I'm a Hawaiian Sophie Jay-Z cat, homie. He was selected with his mama. And his mama was not a broke hood crackhead, by the way. She was a businesswoman who met somebody. I'm just telling y'all, homie. You better go fuck
Denzel Washington.
Go holler at me. Call at me whenever you want to do a deep dive in these motherfuckers. I'll break down every single one of them. Biggie, Pac. I told you about Rain Man and Pac, homie. I'm telling you, dog, there's deeper shit to this.
So nobody earned it.
Huh?
So in conclusion, most of these motherfuckers didn't earn it. Basically, is what you're saying.
Nope. Telling you, bro. We had this conversation before, though. Remember, we were trying to find motherfuckers that made it successful. Jeff Nadu was like, The Rock. I go, no, The Rock's dad was a fucking WWF star. I mean, you just didn't know it. Everybody has a connection, homie. The Kardashians aren't who they are without their fucking daddy, who was connected to who?
OJ.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, homie.
So when I blow up,
so Cardi B's fucking retarded. Let's just keep it funky.
Oh shit.
She cannot speak the fucking human language. You're telling me she fucking selected? She's the fucking pick of the litter, homie. That's who we fucking select. No, Cardi B was fucking picked because she had nothing else. And they said, hey, Rod, you're going to do this to become this. Okay, I do when you say do. Yeah, homie. You think fucking Cardi B, the scholar that she is was picked? Get the fuck out of here, homie. You shitting me with that act? Come on, homie.
I saw Kanye's story, though. We saw Kanye's documentary. Kanye was grinding, making beats. People didn't even want to put him in the studio. He kept trying to rap for people.
The guy that wears a mask and his girl's titties and ass is out walking around public square.
He's
that guy.
crazy now. I'm saying the young Kanye was not like that. He wasn't like that at first.
You think that's normal selection? You think that's a normal guy that wanted to go be in that position?
Maybe I saw his whole documentary, homie.
Smitty, come on, homie. Clive Davis controls the whole network. You don't think the documentary's catered to fucking making it a show? Come on, man. Anyway, this could be a whole show, Smitty. I'm sorry to get it off the
topic.
Who
chose you, homie? Who chose you? Put you on Netflix, homie?
Nobody. That's why I never got this.
Out of all the coaches in the world, who said, you know what, we want his ass on TV on the biggest
show
ever?
Nobody. I had to go do that. I'm telling you, homie.
Who chose Jason? Everybody put it in the comments. Put who chose Jason in the comments right now.
Netflix, you know why? Because Netflix wanted to make $4 billion off my name and not allow me to make $1. There's a huge difference in selecting and giving billions to somebody that they chose versus killing and depicting and making a guy and blackballing him to make billions. See, huge difference. They used me to make billions. They used Jay-Z to get in, but guess what? Jay-Z got billion. There's a huge difference in me, homie. I didn't get this privilege. I'm just saying. Shout out Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark.
So when I blow up and get rich, what you gonna say?
Shout out Caitlin Clark.
So when I blow up and get rich, when I blow up and get 50 rich, what you gonna say? He was selected. Whitlock selected him.
Yeah, Whitlock selected you, homie.
Didn't nobody earn shit. We all just got selected, homie.
I'm telling you though, how many cats really though? Let's just be honest.
Bailey was on SportsCenter last week. He got selected, homie. JB selected.
He did, homie. Hey, I'm telling you, we don't know why, but Bailey got selected. You know why? They say, oh, Bailey be on JB's show, and Bailey, JB be cussing everybody out. Bailey got to go through a lot. Now he deals with Crazy Matt, and then fucking Bailey's controlling. If Crazy JB, Crazy Matt, he got to be on ESPN.
Right. Look, Ryan Clark chose Bailey because you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to turn Bailey against you, homie, and get information.
Yeah, that Maxie, homie.
It's bigger than all this.
Ryan Clark picked you, Smitty.
Yep. You don't even know though. It's behind the scenes, homie. He pulling the
Back to Cap, Bailey.
Cap, come on, Smitty. Ryan Clark.
Bailey, you don't even know though. Like it's not even your fault, homie. Ryan Clark's behind the scenes pulling strings at SportsCenter. Like, oh, let's get Bailey on SportsCenter. Let's leave JB off of it. Try to make y'all have a little dilemma. You ain't seen it. You ain't seen it, baby.
Unbelievable.
Hey, can we talk about speaking of Hollywood? I got a funny feeling, homie, that everything we're talking about is leaning towards Travis Hunter being selected in this whole Fugazi. Because why is this girl so big of a situation and discussion, homie, if they weren't trying to target Travis Hunter and making him... Listen, I came on this show, Smitty, And I said, I'm not going to attack no kid for making a bad decision with a broad. I said it last week. Baby was kind of mad. We didn't really talk about it because I'm like, I've made bad decisions. Smitty's made bad decisions. Smitty's made great decisions, married now, but we've all made bad decisions. I'm not going to bury this kid. He's got to learn on his own. Now, having said that, I'm not the guy to go out on Twitter, though, and say, I was going to stay out of this Travis Hunter situation, but I got to holler at you, son. This broad is bad news, like Des Bryant just did.
Right.
Like all these celebrities are doing. Smitty, you made a great point. We already knew this morning talking, but you're going to bring it up, and I'll let you do it. I don't want to take your point, but
it's all good. It's all good.
These guys are all connected in the same circle.
Yeah.
Des Bryant played for the Cowboys. I guarantee he has Deion Sanders' phone number.
Yep.
I guarantee he could have reached out to Travis Hunter privately and told him what he tweeted out publicly.
100%.
You're trying to increase your brand just like Ryan Clark is trying to do against Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers. It's all bullshit, and I agree with Shador.
Yep.
If y'all have something to say, call Deion or us now that we are public figures and holler at us as men and say, dog, I would love to holler at Travis Hunter privately. But I really don't give a fuck either on the other end. Because you have to make a grown man decision at some point. It's called living life. You hit a wall, you fall down, you get up, or you don't. That is what separates men from boys, success from unsuccess. That is clearly what it does. So this kid's going to have to learn on his own. I'm not his dad or his mentor or his coach. Deion is trying to say, sign a prenup, blah, blah, blah. But a prenup will not stop child support from happening. And it will not stop a disease. And it will not stop public shaming or humility that you're going through right now. He's deleted his Instagram, I understand. I don't follow him. I'm just so that's a problem. But I'm not going on social media and saying, hey, like little Bow Wow now is in on it. And Des Bryant. Stop. Holler at Deion and say, can I holler at that young man, homie? Like, this is an unbelievable issue. Now they're finding all this shit about this broad. She's in rap videos, and she's getting her ass grabbed on a selfie, and she's doing other shit. Listen, the day I saw the broad, I knew she was bad news, but that's not my business to tell you. I would bet millions if I had it that it's not going to work. But that's just me saying it. I'm not going to say it publicly and say,
you just did, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you my opinion. I could have told you it's never going to work. All I'm saying is I'm not going to make a tweet about it and say, hey, man, I want to stay out of it. But, nah, then stay out of it, Des Bryant.
Right.
Stay the fuck out of it.
And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I think it's all corny. I agree 100% with what Shador. I think it's corny. I think everybody's doing it for clout. Like, especially the celebrities who, to your point, has access to Deion, to Colorado, to Travis, to Shador, just people who you could talk to directly. You're making the situation worse by going out here and commenting and bashing him, bashing her. At the end of the day, as of right now, that is his girl. And anything you say about her publicly in a bad way is going to offend him and make him feel some type of way, because that is his woman right now. No matter how anybody's opinion feel about it, that's his woman. And we know how men are. We are protective about our women, regardless of what anybody may think. So you going out publicly saying you leave her, this, that, and the third. Worry about your own relationship, because most of the people that's talking, and let's be real, are athletes who I ain't putting my business out there, but a lot of these pro athletes ain't the best fucking role models and teachers to be telling people who to date and who not to date. Let's keep it all the way 1,000, because they doing their own dirt and their own shit anyway. So my thing is, mind your business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with sports, what he's doing on the field. If you really care about him, then hit him up. Now, if you don't care, okay, cool. You know, it's social media. We get it. Do what you want. Clown them. Joke about it. I get it. It's a ton of influencers online who are joking about it. That's their prerogative. But specifically to like the athletes and the guys who are claiming that they care about them and doing it because they care, no, you don't. If you cared about him, just hit him up. That's it. You ain't got to publicly go out there, because it makes the situation way worse. And listen, that's common sense. We all know that. So, I don't know.
Smitty, I won my TikTok appeal. I'm back
Congrats,
live.
Congrats.
I've won every day lately because they know they fucked up. They know they get me Trump back in office. That's why. So listen, Smitty, this is what I'm trying to say. What are you trying to say? They're gonna try to kill them all? Hey, so look, this is what I'm trying to say. This is the elitist on the selecting of what we were just discussing. Travis Hunter, God bless him, being a freak of an athlete and being an unbelievable talent, right? Unbelievable talent, great kid from everything that I've grasped. Talking to my good friend that coached there last year, great fucking kid, no fucking issue, handles his business, goes to class, like greatest kid you want to coach. There's not a greater fucking compliment than a great player who's a great kid who does everything the worst player has to do to make the team. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Might have went over a lot of y'all.
No. I'm saying like he's the greatest player on the team. He can get away with not doing a lot of stuff, but he's playing like he's doing stuff like he's the scout team guy. Like,
and there's no greater feel for a head coach to do that than to deal with that.
That was me. Having
said that, though, this is not to Travis's point, but to the elitist selecting you. Travis Hunter, I love you to death on what you do, but you're not a good-looking human.
Oh, shit.
Well, what I'm saying is you're not like you're out here like I don't think a woman out here is like, damn, that motherfucker fine as hell. No, let's keep it funky. You became famous overnight and you got a lot of money. And now what's happened, even though this girl you met in high school, what I've researched, I think they met in high school or right after. So they've known each other. But this is what happens in Hollywood, Smitty, to our discussion earlier. They pick you because you are an elitist, and then they throw the baddest bit. You're telling me Biggie Smalls. So Biggie Smalls either had a 13-inch dick or a lot of money, because there ain't no broad just seeking out Biggie Small, homie. There ain't no bitches saying,
he got the mouthpiece. He got the mouthpiece.
Christopher Wallace, you fine as a motherfucker. No. He has money. He has money.
I'm gonna stop you, Jason. Women don't care about looks as much. Hold on. Don't cut me off. They don't care about looks as much as we care about looks. So if you can make them laugh and make them feel good, and if you got money all together, that's them. As men, we only care about looks. So I've had a lot of women say, listen, I'll be with a dude who look average, but if he can make me laugh and me feel good, make me happy, be check all the other boxes, they're willing to sacrifice the look section. So I want to give you that information.
So Jelly Roll is a I love Jelly Roll too, homie, but let's just keep it funky. Music, homie. We're not a real show here, homie. Can we be real? So Sam Cassell.
Look, Lucy said a sense of humor trumps looks sometimes. Thank you.
Yeah, sense of humor with about $2 million trumps looks too. And I'm going to tell you right now, Travis Hunter does not look like, come on, homie, he's not fucking Tyson Beckford, motherfucker. Let's be real here. Let's just keep it real. I love Travis Hunter. I'm not judging the man's looks. I'm just telling you, we all know.
This motherfucker said, I love him. I'm not judging his looks, but he ugly as shit, is what he just said. The same thing.
Come on, homie, for the audio listeners.
He's not judging his looks.
Smitty cleared it up.
But
Smitty cleared it up.
Ugly as shit.
So like motherfuckers act like Olin Polynice walked in a room and just all the bitches flocked to him. No, Olin Polynice either has a 10-inch dick or 30 mil. Let's just be for real. Let's stop with the narrative, homie, that these dudes are getting these dime piece sisters and white girls because they're fucking good looking. They're not, Smitty. You and I have been around them.
The reason why you get women because you was on Netflix and you was like the quarterback and all that stuff, or what?
No, I've always had the baddest bitch, regardless. That's authentic. Like, let's just be real. Smitty, come on, Smitty, I'm being honest. We've been around these motherfuckers. We know, like, how did you get that bitch? Oh, guess how? We know how. And guess what happens, Smitty? What happens, though? Why are those relationships so short-lived? And why are those relationships, why is this broad with you and then in 2 weeks with me? Very ironic, isn't it? That that the Ball brothers have shared the same broad for fucking 6 years. It's really ironic, isn't it? How funny how that works, huh? It's funny how the Houston Rocket cat got a baby and won't leave fucking Tyrod Taylor's house now. It's very ironic how that works, isn't it? But guess what? What do I know? I don't know anything. It's funny. Patrick Mahomes is a fucking legend in my book. I love Patrick Mahomes off the field. Deals with a daddy that's a DUI drunk. Has a weirdo brother. Milk and magnesia. Horrific looking wife. But you know what? That motherfucker ride or dies with her. He fucking is. That's his queen, Smitty. There's no better bitch on this planet than that milk and magnesia looking broad. You know what? Kudos to fucking Mahomes. I mean, he don't give a fuck. He plays injured, plays hurt, has a horrible looking wife. Hey, kudos to you, homie. Kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you, homie. Kudos to Patrick Mahomes. I'm being fucking dead serious. I love Patrick Mahomes, homie. Off the field. I love Patrick Mahomes off the field. Real shit. I would love that Patrick Mahomes. But at the same time, homie, let's keep it funky. We have to talk about what is real and what isn't. We know, Smitty, you and I aren't chasing down milk and magnesia, homie. If she wasn't Patrick
My cousin
wife,
Keith said, JB, you have to know how to talk to women. It's not about looks. This is from Keith Smith.
I'm trying to just have a cordial conversation, homie. Don't get me going. Come on, man.
You ain't know what Keith said.
Did you see who said it? Did you see who said that? Did you see the guy? Did you see the guy's picture that you just showed me that said it? Keith Smith. Can you show me his picture? Can you show me the guy's picture? Can you show me the guy that just said you got to know how to talk to girls?
Let me try to find him, man. Babe, you find him first. Click on him.
Are you kidding me? Keith Smith's going to talk to me about finding abroad?
Oh, here we go. I got another one. Here we go.
That right there is going to tell me you got to know how to talk to a girl.
What's wrong with it?
Huh?
I mean, he's a bigger dude, but I mean, it's winter time. Women, like it's our season. Women like big dudes right now.
This motherfucker's so big, it looks like he has a literal volcano on his head that's erupting. That's how fat, fucking wide body this motherfucker's head is. His neck and head are the same piece of meat. It makes zero sense that a human is devised this way. And then his nipples are literally on his lap while he stands up vertical. How are your nipples on your lap as you walk through the store, motherfucker? You're walking through the store vertically and your titties are on your lap? How the fuck is that humanly possible? I'm trying to reenact it, homie. I'm trying to...
How you walk?
I can't even do it. I can't even... Huh?
How you walk?
Keeps walking in the store because he has to hold his titty on his lap because they're hitting his lap. So I don't understand. How do you walk around and the motherfucker's flapping on your kneecaps, homie? I don't understand it, but you got bitches. Fuck it. Send a book out, homie. Put a book out, Keith Smith. Show us how you do it in Iowa. The only brother in Iowa has bitches.
So to bring it full circle, you're saying Travis Hunter.
For the audio side, Smitty, please break it down.
So to bring it full circle, you're basically saying that like Travis Hunter wasn't blessed in the looks department in your opinion, and you believe that his money and his star power has led to the possibilities of him being with the lady he's with now. Is that what you're basically saying in a nutshell, in summation?
In summation, now it kind of goes back full circle to the elitist being hand selected. He got picked. He got some money. He got picked. He's got money now. He's got celebrity status. We know where he's going, and this broad jumped on the back of him. So this is why I'm a good judge of character, Smitty. The broad was on rap videos a year ago. For what reason? More than jumping on the back of someone that she thinks may be popular or famous soon. So she gets in a rap video. There's no ifs and buts about why she was in the rap video. So let's be clear. Or she just fast and wants to be in that lifestyle. Whatever it may be, regardless, it happened. So why? I have to ask why that is, and that's if I was talking to the young man, and I'm sitting there and saying, why was she doing these things, Travis? That's what you have to ask yourself before you stick with her or walk away. That's all I would tell her. That's what I would tell. And then I would ask my daughter, if whoever the parents of this young lady is, I would ask the parents to, why are you doing videos in these peculiar situations with dudes grabbing you in certain areas and blah, blah, blah? Why are you having all these videos and pictures pop up now? Because what's in the dark will come to light eventually. Fairly or unjustly, yes. Might be fair, it might be unfair that we dig deep. They dug on me. Only thing you find on me, though, is what you saw on Netflix. So you have to judge that. Right. Same with all these other people. You have to dig deep and do a deep dive, because social media has created the worst generation in the world, in my opinion. And we've allowed guys to talk about other people when they don't have to in turn show their own face or talk to you in person. They can bash Travis Hunter and his girl, but we don't know who's saying it. That is a bitch move to the utmost degree. No, you see me. I'm telling you, Travis, you're not a good-looking brother, but you are a great talent, and I love the shit out of you for what you stand for. Great kid, great human, all these things. I don't believe the girl. I want to know this, and I could be wrong. Travis and her hooked up in high school, apparently. That's what I'm hearing. Have they been together ever since, or did she break way when he went to Jackson State or prior? Did she part ways with him and there was a lapse of time and then he became famous again and she's back now? I want to know that, because that is the telltale story. So I just want to know.
Travis says that we've been together for 5 years, so he didn't give us specifics. So I don't know if they had like a little break. You know how people go on break so they can do their things. So I have no idea of the detail, but she was I think she's a year older than him, so she was in college when he was like in high school. That's when they first met and got together, or when they first started talking. And they've been together for 5 years, whatever that means. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot that goes into it. Last thing I want to touch on this pause is, what's more important? Is it your looks or is it your character? In this world, what's more important?
Oh, for me, it's no brainer. I don't give a fuck about looks like that. I have to have someone that looks at least. I can't walk into the room and everyone says, "Damn, JB, that's your girl." Yeah, like Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, I can't do that. I just can't at this stage in my life, being like a single bachelor. Like being a single bachelor, I just can't walk in and have you like look like a mud duck. There's just no way. You have to have some sort of decent. You don't have to be a dime piece. Like, oh my God, she's bad as fuck. Not anymore. I used to be that guy, and I would have that. But no, nowadays, oh yeah, you already know too. Nowadays though, I don't need that. I just need a decent looking broad who's a ride or die, who got a little bit of ass and titties, knows how to suck a dick. Just little shit, homie. I'm not that picky.
And then what she got to do? What else she got to do?
I got a lot to offer. I mean, I got a yacht. I got a little bit of coin. I got a good. I got a good dog. I got a cool, nice house. I got a few cars. I think I got some shit to offer. I got big dude. So I'm like saying, I'm saying, I think,
Right.
I think.
I don't know about the last.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think I deserve at least something better than Keith Smith.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying. So.
I don't know how we got here, but listen, it's 7:57. But like, let's dive into a topic though, because we've been all over. Today for like a free game Friday, and I actually love it. I'm not gonna lie. But let's dive into
it's Christmas, homie's holidays, homie.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun this way. Well,
I can't check your video out. I cannot check your fucking film out, homie. Listen, I charge. A million people are sending me videos now since the JUCO rule went into effect. I'm not a coach, homie. I'm not coaching. I'm talking to TikTok. I'm not coaching. Stop. I have, Smitty, I'm not lying. I have thousands of DMs on video like I'm coaching and I'm going to take the kid. I'm not evaluating you unless you pay me, homie. We do a segment on Wednesdays. I appreciate all you guys watching that segment. And now you all think that we've opened Pennsylvania City. We opened this box. Now everybody watches the show and sees me breaking down some fucking nobody's film. Yeah. And now they think that all of them need to be evaluated with Noel Mazzoni and Gio. No, homie, I'm not a coach right now. I'm always a coach, but I'm not a coach right now.
Nah, he's not a coach. I'm gonna start calling you Jason Brown. Hey, one of the homies, shout out to my homie Dennis Avery, man. He said you and JB are a perfect combo, bro. Laughing emoji. He must be watching right now. People are watching.
Is he gay?
Then cracking up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not asking. Is he gay?
No, he's not.
I don't know. Perfect combo sounded crazy.
We played high school ball together.
You didn't say pause after, homie. That's what you always do. And then you said my boy said JB and you would be perfect couple. Well, wait up, homie.
Perfect combo. He's with a perfect combination. Like, oh.
Yeah. Well, you usually would say pause for that, homie.
Man, you gotta stop it. Hey, shout out to my homie Dennis Avery, man. Shout out to the Far East Side. Shout out to Post Road, man. Shout out to Exit 91. Shout out to Midhofer, Arlington, 21st, Arlington, 20, like 16 the Post. Shout out to the hood. Like, so just be careful when you talk about Naptown and people from the city. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. I love you.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad. What happened to the pause? That's all we're asking.
You don't even rock with Vonnie. You don't even be in the Discord talking to Vonnie. He be asking you questions, sending you poll questions. You never in the Discord, homie. I've been there by myself, solo dolo. And the chat don't care about me. I don't want to talk to Smitty. The queens don't want to talk to Smitty. They want to talk to JB. Everybody loves JB. I want to be like JB. Wow. All the queens want to sleep with you. They want to talk to you, Jason. Listen, Bailey, I don't know where we at. But I do know this. I know E. Weather's coming on. I know Shaun King's coming on. So it's probably best to do a quick break. Probably just said it's 8:00. So then we gotta go to break. I know the rundown's what is the rundown, but fuck it. You come back. We got E-Dub, we got Shaun King, we got a shitload of topics.
Hey, can we right quick before this break? Can we or right after the break? At least if Bailey needs a prep. Can we do our Bet US betting segment for the Monday Night Football?
We gotta do that right now.
Maybe Bailey will just have a good little graphic. We'll spitball it. Bailey can hop on and just ask us what the over-under is and who we're picking today.
Bailey, put your shirt back on, brush your hair, hop on, and let's do the betting segment brought to you by Bet US.
Why would you put Bailey on black light? He's not naked, homie. I can see him in the background, homie.
Oh.
He's with his mom and pops, homie, now.
Where you live at?
His mom and pops are in the picture right now. They're right behind him.
Like, where's he? Like, what's his address though? Like, where's Bailey live at?
3700 over there in Seattle. Do you know that there's a football game on right now? UTSA is playing Coastal Carolina. Does anybody understand how bad college fucking football has become?
It's not live, homie. It's not live.
In the morning on the West Coast. There's a football game on right now, homie.
It's not live, homie. No way.
Smitty. Yeah. Bailey.
There's no way. I'm gonna look it up. Coastal Carolina, UTSA.
Bailey. Factor cap. Is there not a game on right now?
He'll figure it out eventually.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, there is, homie. It's live right now. College football is a fucking mockery. It is a joke. It is not to be taken serious. It is needing of a commissioner. You need a commissioner in a major way. There's 31 people in attendance at the game. There's 61 people watching the game on ESPN. You have a combined 92 people watching this football game on at 8 a.m. Pacific. Who does that? Why would you do that to the sport? What players want to play at 8 a.m. Pacific and think that people are actually watching them?
But Jason, it's always been this way with bowl games.
I'm done. No, it hasn't always been this way. Stop.
No. When I played in the GoDaddy Bowl, I don't know what time our fucking game was going. Like
what at 8 a.m. What at 8 a.m. So stop. Nobody on the West Coast waking up at 8 a.m. on me.
Bailey, side note, I don't know if you got a girl or not, baby, but Lucy has a daughter around your age. She said, my daughter thinks Bailey is a little cutie. Lucy's daughter was a cheerleader. She's in shape, fit. So I'm just saying, if you're single, Bailey, it could be, somebody to holler at.
Well, holler at what? Why would you not? You just want to holler at?
No, Lucy's daughter is around Bailey's age, I believe. I think they're around the same age.
Okay, but you just said holler like it was just gonna like maybe hit it and not talk to her again.
I didn't say all that. Bailey's a grown man. Lucy's daughter's a grown woman. I want them. They can talk, get to know each other, and go from there.
That's what holler mean in the hood, homie.
Holler mean go talk to Shorty.
For what? For what? To introduce him to your mom?
For whatever your goal is.
No, homie, to fuck. Let's be real. Cause we gotta start calling it out what it is, homie.
All right, well, I don't know. If you don't keep it real, JB. Why do men?
I got a violation warning on TikTok.
Why do men ever talk to women? Then, if that's the case.
God.
Why do men ever talk to women?
Handle me. Huh?
Why do men ever talk to women? If that's the case, like the initial talk is because you're thinking with your dick.
That's all men do.
Okay, then. So I'm saying, when I say holla, I'm saying talk to her, and then wherever that leads to, it leads to that. But I'm
blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here after facing a tsunami head on last night. I
wish you would have got you.
I'm just happy to be here with the tsunami in my face yesterday on the yacht. Glad I have a yacht and not a boat, because a boat would have flipped. But we got a main man, a guy that's been to a few big games. Super Bowl champ, our main man, Tulane legend, Super Bowl champ, Tampa Bay Buccaneer, the heart of Florida, Shaun King.
Hey, send me an instrumental, JB, right after the show. I'm gonna make a song to it. I'm dead. Send it to me for real.
I don't have access.
Well, get access, homie. What's going on, Shaun?
All good in the hood, man. I gotta start the show off. I gotta give my dog JB some credit. First of all, if you guys don't follow Smitty on Instagram, it's a great follow. Your post on the Generation Z's was pretty damn funny. But
I don't follow him. I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. You were driving in the car, Smitty, and you were ranting about the Gen Zs.
This motherfucker just disappeared every time, homie.
I give him a compliment, and he exits stage left.
Motherfucker, weirdo. Let me ask you something. I don't know, Bailey, can you find it? Bailey, can you find what Smitty posted? What Shaun's talking about? Because I don't know. I don't follow Smitty on Instagram.
Hold on, I got so much stuff. What did Smitty post? And now Smitty's gone, by the way.
He went on this rant about Gen Zs.
Okay, yeah. Let me. I'll find it.
It's a little.
Bailey, Shaun. That's why people were tagging me and saying, "Oh, Smitty's turned into the dark side. He's been with you too long, huh?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to give you some love though, because
about what?
This past Friday, Saturday, I'm starting to lean towards you. With this college football playoff, it was terrible.
I just lost power.
Earthquake. Oh, that's that drone back in his backyard, Bailey.
Oh, there we go. Okay, go back. You know what? I went to the boat, Shaun, because and I faced a tsunami head on yesterday. I thought I was on the movie Poseidon. My boat was literally going up a hill of water, and I didn't understand it. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm here. Ruben, my center, you call him, was in the front of the boat with my other boy, and they thought they seen their last day. So, but anyway, we survived, had a great time. I didn't watch too much, Shaun. I got the boat TV.
You didn't miss
I know.
anything.
I already knew, dog, because
it was awful. Like SMU looked like a high school JV team out there.
So what do you got to say about it? More than just give me credit, I don't care about it. What do you got to say about it?
Here's what I think happened. In year one, I think the underdog really got an opportunity to be like an at-large entry into the tournament. I think moving forward, it'll never happen again. The SMUs, the Indianas of the world, they're dead. They'll put Alabama in regardless. They'll put Ole Miss in. They won't put those kind of non-traditional powerhouse schools in that don't win their conference. They won't get in again.
I'm just trying to figure out why we have 12. There's no shape, way, or form that 12 would ever be good. So what we just did, Shaun, in essence, is played what everyone has been bitching about for the last 10 years. Meaningless bowl games. You just played 4 of them. You just played 4 meaningless bowl games. And why in the world, I already started the show off, did we play at home of the higher-ranked team in a bowl game that you consider a playoff game? We've never done it in the history of this playoff.
That was interesting. All the home teams won and covered.
And we're underdogs as the higher seed. The higher seed.
I think every home team was favored.
But the higher seed was the underdog. That's what the crazy part about it is, right? The higher seeds that were higher seeds.
Well, I think all of the home teams were favorites. I think Notre Dame was favored by 7.5. They won by 10. I think Penn State was favored by, 10. They won by a gazillion. Texas was favored by like 13.5, and they covered. And then, of course, Ohio State covered that night.
And my point is, why are we playing bowl games or playoff bowl games, we want to call them, in this 12-degree weather when we already know the teams are deficient, to say the least? They shouldn't be in there. Let's just say that. But we don't even get to see the best inefficient team. I didn't even get to see the best Indiana shitty team.
The only context I'll put on this is the first time everybody's gone through it. Because normally when you play your conference title game and you get into the college football playoff when it was just 4, you got a full month before you play that semifinal game. This one was was smaller turnaround time. It also was on a opposing team's campus. I think that impacted communication. And
are you watching the game that's on right now?
Yeah, I think I bet UTSA. What's the score?
I don't know. Why is there a game on at 8 in the fucking morning? This is a joke, Shaun. College football is a joke, homie, right now.
Hey, people betting on that game across the country, man.
There's a game on at 8 a.m. on the West Coast. Who the fuck is watching this?
Hey, what's the score? I took UTSA.
It's 0-0 with the 31 people in the crowd that's watching it and the 65 people that are watching it on ESPN. That's who. It's 0-0.
Hey, man. The Bible say, man, when 1 or 2 are gathered together, man.
Shaun,
it's a family game.
Shaun, this is a mockery. I'm gonna be honest. If you put Penn State, Indiana, SMU in the SEC and Boise State, none of them are in the playoff. They're probably 500 at best. Let's just be honest. I'm not an SEC homer. I'm just telling you this year there should have been at least 6 teams in the SEC in this tournament, at least. If it's a year-to-year basis, maybe next year, Shaun, it's 7 Big 12 teams. If that's the case and it's the best football, so be it. I don't care. If it's the whole SEC playing each other, I don't care.
This is a pretty dope Monday. Everybody out of school, most people off work. You get to wake up. You get an 8 o'clock bowl game. You got an 11 o'clock bowl game. You got Monday night.
But that don't affect what we just saw Friday and Saturday.
At all.
We saw the worst football postseason in the history of college football because of what I said. More is less. There is no way that we're going to – first of all, let's move college football to August. Let's start playing in August, separate from the NFL. The NFL starts in September. We need to start in August. We're not the NFL. Let's finish this. Let's start this bowl season in the beginning of December so we don't have a Chiefs-Texans game on, Shaun, during the college football playoff that nobody knew about. And then we start the Steelers and the Ravens start, and they kick off during the second playoff game. What are we doing? So you're telling me we're so smart as committee members and selectors that we don't know the NFL schedule starts on Saturdays this time every year, and we're going to play and start the same time. This is a joke, dog. It was a bad decision to make this 12-team playoff. I was fine with 4. I was fine with number 1 versus motherfucking number 2. Call it a day. Number 1, Shaun, let's just have a conversation. Can we, NIL contract, you play the entirety of the season, no matter what. If you play 10 games, your season's done, you're done. If you play 12, you play the 12. If you go to the playoffs, you go to the playoffs. If you play a bowl game that's meaningless, you play in that bowl game. Number 1, or you do not get the money. That'll correct that side. Secondly, let's take the portal out of bowl season because we would start in August. We would move the academic calendar up. The playoffs and the bowls would start in December. We can now transfer and get into the new university in January if y'all want to defend the transfer portal people. I don't. I say fucking finish what you start, but that's me. Now we have a completely different football operation, college and pro, which it should be. Right now, it's all like tied in together and it's all watered down and shitty. We got NFL playoff games or implications on a Saturday game. Everybody needs to see the Chiefs-Texans game. My kid Tank Dell gets travesty on another horrific fucking play design because there's no way two wideouts should have been in the same area, but nobody wants to talk about that. And then we have college football playoff, not just a shitty bowl game, playoff at the same time. Let's do that. Bump it up, Shaun. Get rid of the portal calendar. Change the portal calendar. Now we have something serious. And then let them transfer if they so be want to choose to do so. Now we have two separate things. Transfer portal kids aren't being ripped apart by transferring, leaving their kids or their teammates in a bowl playoff situation like the Penn State kid, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just saying, I'm not a commissioner, Shaun, but I know that's where I'd start.
So I like the recipe you got. I make a slight adjustment to the NIL. I pay half the NIL up front, and you don't get the second half until the completion of the full slate of games. I would do away with the early signing period. The early signing date is why the transfer portal thing is now moved up. There's no need to have the December 4th signing date. That's just for colleges that want to get extra practice for high school kids to early enroll and practice during the bowl. Take the signing day back to where it used to be, which is what, first week. You can move it to January so that the kids can enroll in school. They still get spring. Like, the fixes are so simple. But I don't think the NCAA has ever been looked at as like a beacon of intelligence, and they're just furthering the narrative that already exists, that they have no idea about what they're doing.
Here's why it's a slap in the face, and the kids and the teams and the players and the coaches don't even see it. We are backhand slapped in the face out of Coastal Carolina right now. That's playing in Myrtle Beach in down season. And if anybody knows what down season is, Myrtle Beach is a tourist attraction town. Love the shit out of the place, but it's only late spring, summer town. Nobody's in Myrtle Beach right now in January over Christmas. I'm just telling you straight out. I've been there 1,000 times to recruit. No one is in Myrtle Beach right now. You can go into any restaurant and bar in Myrtle Beach right now and sit alone. There's nobody in that town. Why would you have a bowl game at Coastal Carolina at home? If it was really a meaningful bowl game for that institution, it would have been a bowl game played on a neutral site where you fly the team there, you give them a watch and a PlayStation for going to the bowl like we used to, and you make it a meaningful experience. Hey, dog, you guys got a bowl. You just got to play at home. NCAA wipes his hands clean. They don't have to fucking fund nothing. They don't have to raise no ticket sales. They don't have to promote. Coastal Carolina's playing in Ghost Town, Myrtle Beach.
JB, hey, shout out to the late night establishments in Myrtle Beach, though. I mean, Myrtle Beach ain't all bad. Hey, hey, everybody in the chat, listen, if you've never been to Myrtle Beach, boy, it goes down after midnight. And by the way, is Smitty okay? Did he get robbed? Is he getting robbed? Like, what the hell happened, Bailey? What the hell happened to Smitty? We just roll, and Smitty could be like in a life and death situation.
Smitty, he'll be back shortly. He's dealing with some technical difficulties. He didn't get robbed. Don't worry.
He's healthy and okay.
All right, Shaun. I mean, unbelievable, man. I don't get. I don't know, man. This is just it was a bad deal. I'll just be honest.
It was terrible. And for Signetti to get on game day and talk all that smack, and then his team show up looking like they look, like for SMU to put the product they put on the field, for Tennessee to act like they hadn't practiced defense the entire time off. They didn't get lined up for a full quarter and a half. It was.
But Shaun, I was looking at I was looking at this, and it makes my point more valid. Tennessee didn't play in under 55 degrees all season long. Now you put them in -9 in Columbus, Ohio, in a playoff.
They were cold.
In a playoff game that requires Nico to throw the ball in Tennessee, Ohio State can at least run the ball with two good backs. It eliminated the pass rush of Tennessee, who many people thought had one of the best in the country. It eliminated all the things Tennessee did well. Same with Indiana, who throws the ball at a rapid pace with Cignetti, could not throw a frozen football that was brand new out of the bag, as you and I know how hard that is to do when that is our offensive specialty. We throw the ball all over the place. They couldn't do that, so we didn't even see the good, bad Indiana. We saw the bad, bad Indiana. Why would they not have played at Lucas Fieldhouse in a dome? That would have been a great venue for Notre Dame and Indiana to play in Indiana. Holy shit. I'm not that smart, but damn. How about you play in the Mercedes-Benz where we play every game in the playoff? And how about the Rose Bowl if we're going to play outside for the geographical good weather states? And how about Jerry Dome? Why were we not in Dallas on a Saturday in that environment in the first round of a playoff game that y'all thought was supposed to be so great? But no, we play at home in 10-degree weather across the country. It's stupid, dog. It makes no sense. We can't even see the best of the best.
I think I'm not gonna blame the weather because I mean it's football. It happens. Sometimes you gotta play with weather.
But this is a playoff, though. Right. This is not the NFL, Shaun. It's the college football playoff that we've never played in weather.
Right. If I was asked my opinion on how to fix the first round, I feel like there's a huge competitive disadvantage to the road team. And why are they getting penalized? If you're gonna put 12 teams in the playoff, why are you penalizing 4 of them?
That's what my point is.
They have to go to another campus and play. So I would make those neutral site games as well. I agree with you right there.
Shaun, I agree with the weather. You and I love the weather. There's no excuse about playing in the weather, but this is not the college football playoff format. We've never seen them play in weather. Why would you do it now to some teams that it's because we backhand slap this? Oh, let's just throw 12 teams at the wall, see what they stick, and we'll put 4 of them in the thing. Shaun, to your point, and I'm going to let you keep cooking. Clemson lost their last game to their own state rival, South Carolina, who subsequently is in the SEC. They lost the same amount of games as Clemson, who got in the playoff tournament because they beat a horrific SMU team who played nobody, had the 75th ranked schedule in the country. Did not belong. SMU lost their last game. Just because you go to the conference title game does not mean you get in the tournament if you lose it. You went there. Georgia lost last year, didn't get in. That's when it was real. It was 4. SMU did not have any business being in this. We all knew it. I don't believe Boise should, and I think Arizona State should be the 8th seed overall as they're ranked, and they should not have got a bye. But listen, real quick, Clemson lost to their state rival, who's an SEC team. They started the season off by getting blasted by an SEC team, Georgia. They just lost to who? Texas. Another what? SEC team. Clemson did not belong. But listen, if I'm the commissioner,
only pushback I'm gonna give you here, JB.
Conference champ, I get it. Put the conference champ in.
No. The pushback I'm gonna give you is there's no way in the college football playoff that a conference champ should be on the road against a team that didn't win their conference in the first round game. Like to me, the right thing to do was if you're gonna have that on a campus because they won their conference, that game should have been at Death Valley. Not enough.
That's my point. And that was my whole point. But my other point is, if we're going to put Clemson in, we got to think about South Carolina, who beat them head-to-head, who played in the SEC, who you've lost 3 times to. It just makes sense to me. If this is the year the SEC gets 6 in, so be it. We're here to see the best football in a play.
Next year.
Shaun, college basketball.
The SMUs of the world are done. They'll never put another off-brand team in that don't win the conference.
College basketball, UCLA as the 1 seed, don't get to stay home and play at Pauley fucking Pavilion. They are the West Coast geographical host, not the host at home. Why are we doing it in football? It makes no sense. This is the worst decision, forward-thinking job that I've ever seen, especially when the NFL games are on at the same time. This was the worst.
That was stupid.
Worst product I've ever seen for a playoff start of something new. I'm all with change and all that shit, but I'm just telling you, we've watered this down so bad that you're going to see more kids opt out now because these first 4 games are meaningless, and the kids now saw it. The kids in the country coming from high school to going to the next level just saw what we created, and they're going to be like, I ain't playing in that shitty-ass game, but I said that a year ago. I said the 12th seed, the Liberty's not going to – nobody's going to Why would you play and have no shot against Georgia? Like, they're not going to play in these games. This is what we just set up our kids for failure. It's a huge dumpster fire. It was the worst display. But again, this is what happens when you have admin who know nothing, who hire and fire coaches. As Shaun and I discussed with the Michael Vick hire the other day, we see guys get passed over because administrators will fire a coach who is loyal to his kids, but then bitch at a guy when the coach leaves for a better job. There's a lot of right and left in this thing, Shaun, and I just don't know how you fix it other than don't play at home. Let's play in a
it was a bad product. It was a bad product. Hey, everybody in the chat, people complain my mic is low. Is that better? I just adjusted something in the settings.
You're fine. We're off. Audio's fucked today. My audio's fucked up.
Hey, man, I was worried about you. JB didn't give a damn. JB just kept driving. I was like, hey, man, Smitty might have a flat back there. We're going to double back and check on it.
Man, I've been having laptop issues, man, on my end where, like, my battery be at 70%, and out of nowhere it goes down to, like, 2, and my shit starts to get all distorted, so I'm going to take it to Best Buy probably today.
How old that laptop?
I got it 2020.
Oh, yeah, you're way over. I mean, they don't last no more. They're 2-year throwaways.
Really? So I got a brand new laptop already.
Desktop, same way. That's what they're telling me. That's what all these tech guys been telling me.
It's a damn shame. It's a nice laptop.
Yeah. And
hey, I was worried about you, though. Don't overlook the fact that JP just kept driving. I made him turn around, dog. We got to go check on Smitty, man.
But Shaun,
they're breaking their houses at an all-time high out there in L.A., man. I thought somebody was coming in there.
That's true, but it's a coaching mindset. You know, on the practice field, if the best player get hurt or somebody get hurt, hey, move the ball.
Hey, you saw somebody ran in the dude that played Creed house this past weekend. What's his name? Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
What happened?
Crazy out there. Somebody ran in Michael B. Jordan house this past weekend.
Ran him out of his house?
No, ran in trying to rob. Yeah, it's crazy out there.
Yeah, he better get strapped up.
I'm going to forewarn y'all, JB got a baby gorilla in there. Don't go in the house.
I beg you to come in. I want you to come in my motherfucking house.
That ain't the only thing.
Good luck. Hey,
so anyway, Smitty, while you was gone, we talked about how terrible the college football product was.
Yeah, I mean, to your
I was
point,
embarrassed.
I gave JB his flowers, Shaun. I mean, listen, he was right. You and I were more on the side of let's wait and see. Well, we waited and we saw, and it was a bad product. So, I mean.
It was terrible. Yeah. Like, I couldn't believe SMU, man.
That was horrible, man.
Like they didn't practice.
Out the gate, though.
Like, it was, oh, my God.
And I was telling JB earlier before you hopped on, Shaun, like, I think the only way to fix this, if they're going to keep it at the 12 teams, is to remove emotions and to literally put the best 12 teams. Meaning that if I got an Alabama team that's, I don't know, 9-3, or it might sound crazy, even 8-4, but you know for a fact that this Bama team is better than this SMU team that's maybe 10-2. You got to just do what you got to do. And people might say it's not fair. Cool, life ain't fair. But we need the true best 12 teams. No matter what the record is, these are the 12 best teams. Put them in there. It's the only way.
So fellas, after coming off of a disappointment like that, moving forward, what will have to happen this upcoming weekend to have a change of mind?
Well, I already told Smitty what will happen is we'll be on this show next week after Christmas holidays, and I'll be telling you how bad Arizona State looked and got blown the fuck out of the building, and how bad Boise State looked and they get blown out of the building. And I'm telling you right now, I'm betting 1,000 on it that I guarantee you Penn State absolutely mollywops Boise, and the same with Texas, Arizona State. And that's half of the remaining pool of teams. We're going to have the second round, half of this tournament, absolutely be blowouts. But here's my point back to the SEC, Shaun, and this whole format. Penn State played nobody, beat nobody, and gets rewarded with Boise after SMU. Oregon goes undefeated, beats 3 teams in the tournament that are in the tournament, the only team in the country. We're not rewarding the undefeated, and we're not rewarding the strength of schedule. Oregon now has a harder path than Penn State, who beat no one, got beat by the only common opponent, Ohio State, handily, that Oregon beat. Make it make sense. It makes 0 sense. It is.
I agree. Hey, shout out to Ohio State, too. That red on red was fire.
Ooh, it was clean, wasn't it?
It's a horrific product design.
Yeah, Oregon got holes. When you look at the bracket, Oregon got holes. They really did. Like just the pathway. They should have had the easiest path to the title game.
That's why you ranked. That's why you put the 4 conference champs in and the at-large team, which would have been Boise because they're non-P5. If Notre Dame don't want to jump in a conference, you tell them you can't even get in the playoff.
I'm with you there.
I'm the commissioner, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm the commissioner. I'm doing that. Then you rank them based on strength of schedule, which used to be the number one determinant on what we put in the playoff. So guess what? Oregon would be 1. Georgia would probably be 2. Texas probably 3. Ohio State probably 4. Tennessee would have been probably 5, or vice versa.
Yep.
And then Arizona State, just so everyone knows, would be 8. Boise would be 9 because that was what they were ranked coming into the playoff. But we decided to put Boise at 3, but they're ranked 9th.
Right.
What are we doing? That way, Oregon would be 1, and they would play 12. And I suggest, Shaun, 1 through 12 plays right out the gate. Fuck the bye. Take the bye out. If you're going to play this early, then play this early. Don't give one team a bye and then play 2 weeks after your last game. SMU's Clemson just played, and now they just played in what y'all call the college football playoff. Makes 0 sense, dog. 0
Hey,
sense.
JP making sense this morning, man. We got a good weekend out there, huh?
No, we almost died, and it gave me an epiphany.
You can't spell what you just said, homie.
He can't pronounce it, so you know he can't spell it.
Oh man. JB, what's next, JB? Today been a free game Monday. I don't know. We ain't even looked up the rundown. I don't know if we want to go to NFL for a little bit. We did have a good little NFL Sunday slate.
How about Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, it was some bad games, some good games. It was decent Sunday.
Hey, we're just and we got to apologize to Betty for putting the rundown together. We're just freeballing because Matt didn't come on, so we freeballed for like an hour, and then we didn't know if you were coming on because your texts were going straight to it doesn't go through. So Smitty said you didn't pay your phone bill. True?
Potentially.
Who? Smitty threw you under the bus right away.
I did. I was throwing on every option. I was like, it could be a Wi-Fi issue. Maybe Shaun didn't pay his phone bill. It was
Me?
options.
My phone.
Yeah, Shaun, your text ain't going through. Your text ain't going through. So you didn't pay the bill. Smitty said you didn't pay the bill. Smitty said you didn't pay the bill. That's what he said.
Like you trying to say it. Like you trying to black on black crime. What you trying to do?
Hey, can I put Hey, Bailey, put my cash app in the group chat. Instead of donating to the chat, don't shoot me some quarters, man.
Matter of fact, put Shaun, put his cash app name in the comment. Let's help Shaun pay his phone bill, y'all. Let's make it happen today.
Hey, Shaun, so NFL-wise, if you're a Minnesota Vikings GM, head coach, whatever, if you do not re-sign Sam Darnold, you are committing professional coaching suicide. Stop with the administrative bureaucracy and political ploys to tell me why I need to start J.J. McCarthy, who Shaun's very high on. But let's just make no mistake about it. This guy is playing out of his mind. You don't have more than 3 head coach play callers, quarterbacks that are this good. You don't even have 3 in the league. It's very far and few between when you find this, Shaun. Why would you not do everything you could to sign him for next season with the Vikings being this good?
Well, I mean, the season's not over yet. I don't have to do anything right now. Mm-hmm. He's played well. I want to see what happens, last 2 weeks and we get in the playoffs. If he gets in the playoffs and he plays big time, even if we lose, then I think it's a no-brainer. If he starts to struggle all of a sudden, then it's sort of like the Brock Purdy situation. This time last year, they absolutely were ready to give Brock Purdy $60 million a year if he was eligible for a contract extension.
I told you on this show they should have kept Sam Darnold in Frisco. I said it.
Right, but at this point right now, man, Purdy might be looking at that franchise tag. Real talk.
Right.
No, Purdy needs to not be signed. Yeah. There's no way I would sign Brock Purdy. No way.
Things change. I like the idea of Minnesota. I'd offer Sam something like 2 years, 60, 70 million.
I asked him 2 years, 100. If Sam Darnold,
I wasn't going on now.
if Sam Darnold gets anything, no. Time out. Y'all advocate for the market being the market. Y'all say this on this show every day. The market's the market, JB. Blah 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 blah. Hell no.
I say it as it's bullshit.
No. Hold on. If he don't get $1 more than what Baker Mayfield got, it's a fucking joke. Let's keep it funky.
He's not good as Baker Mayfield.
Baker's more proven than Darnold, homie.
Yeah,
Baker's on a playoff game.
Baker Mayfield got multiple seasons. This is the first time Sam Darnold looked like he deserved to be on the team.
I take Sam Darnold all day, every day over damn Baker Mayfield.
We're not talking about talent, we're talking about resume. And Baker Mayfield's resume is way better than Sam Darnold's in the NFL. That's a fact. He's won playoff games and multiple good teams.
He's been on multiple teams. The same resume. He's been shopped around.
He's won multiple playoff games, though. Had way more success than Sam Darnold ever had.
You're wrong on this one, JB. You're wrong.
This is Darnold's first year of success, homie.
He's been in the NFL longer. He's been on more teams. There's a reason why he's been shopped around.
Better been the lead in Sam.
How many teams has he been on? How many teams has Baker Mayfield been on?
A lot. Rams, Bucks, Browns.
No, 5. 5, ain't it?
Browns, Rams, Panthers, Bucks.
Okay,
Browns,
4.
Rams, Panthers, Bucks.
Yes.
There's no different.
Darnold's been Jets,
same
Panthers,
same path.
San Francisco Vikings.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if Sam Darnold was on that Cleveland Brown team with that great-ass defense, they would have won a Super Bowl.
Hey, but Baker had them in the playoffs. Baker balled out.
And they beat the Steelers. They won a playoff game. That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about, homie?
You didn't hear my point. I said they would have won a Super Bowl with any other quarterback on the roster.
You're saying Darnold right now today that we're seeing today. Okay, well, I'll make the argument the Baker we're seeing today then. No.
Shaun, you know that Cleveland Brown roster was the best roster in football that year. Stop.
Hey, JB, every time I pat you on the back, you shit in my hand.
Every time.
I just gave you a compliment that you own a good one today. You speaking sensical, and then you just go all the way and jump over the left field fence.
Nonsense, Shaun. Nonsense. That was a second year or whatever Baker Mayfield. So if you want to make that argument, I'll make my argument. Say, okay, this Baker Mayfield we see today on that Brown team. That's the case.
I can keep cooking you when I talk about Sam Darnold going to the Jets, where Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Famer, is struggling right now in that same organization.
But he still struggled, regardless of the reason why.
So we know that organization. We know that organization. So I can really keep cooking you as far as where Baker went versus where Sam Darnold went. Then Sam Darnold went. Then he went to
Are you crazy?
They went to the second worst franchise in football, the Carolina Panthers, who went beforehand.
Hold on, John, real quick, Shaun. Baker and Darnold was on the Panthers at the same time, homie, and Baker was ahead of Darnold.
No shit. That's what I'm telling you. That's why it's a joke. That's what I'm telling you. It's a horrible comparison.
Hey, see, you set yourself up to get cooked. Now Smitty's cooking you. You had Smitty back against the wall. He was ready to get knocked out, and you started showboating.
Shaun, I've cooked Smitty so bad this whole day, and then he took an hour break, and now he's back. So, I'm just, come on.
You ain't been cooking me. Man, you've been agreeing. Today show ain't been a debate show until now. It's been just us talking and discussing.
It can't be a debate show. It can't be a debate show because you have no stand. This is a guaranteed ass. It's called an ass whooping contest. I've been calling it out for a year. There was no debate. You had to come in and agree. What do you mean? There was
all me and Shaun is saying this.
Those were great games. You couldn't even be the normal Smitty defender of all things.
All me and Shaun is saying is that Sam Darnold has had one good season that's not even done yet. To pay him $100 million over one good season would not be smart.
I was thinking 2 years, $70 million.
There you go.
And I tell JJ, listen, I give you for another year to get healthy. And then the year after that, we'll try and get you some snaps, but you should really be an expert at the system by then. Then you come out and play great for 1 year, then get paid. Because he's on a 5-year deal as a first-round pick.
So let's talk about real quick. I always want to throw this out there since we're free gaming this. Yesterday, the Bucs lost a game that I don't think they could have lost. The Cowboys went into the game as a lame duck, already eliminated from the playoffs prior to kickoff. The same with the 49ers, who went to Miami eliminated prior to kickoff. So the Niners and the Cowboys, two of the most well-recognized teams, not only teams in the NFL, but loaded rosters, are out of the playoffs. That's first of all I want to discuss. Second of all, the Bucks losing last night, Shaun, your Buck, it could have been the nail in the coffin, because Minnesota gets that win versus Seattle, hurts Seattle. The Rams go to New York in 20-degree weather, beat the Jets. I'm glad they did. Of course, we hope they were going to do. They kind of solidified the West now. We'll see with the Seahawks last game of the season. But Washington beating the Eagles now hurt the Bucks, the Falcons, the Seahawks in a major way. I'm trying to figure out where you are in the NFC picture right now and who wins the NFC in the 1 seed. The Eagles screwed themselves yesterday. The Vikings got that big win. Now have to play the Packers and the Lions. The Vikings control the entire thing. It is in the Vikings' hands. If Sam Darnold goes and beats these two teams and is the number 1 seed, I mean, he's not going to be in the MVP conversation because of the stats that Lamar and Josh Allen the seasons they're having. But damn, man, Sam Darnold deserves a lot of talk.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, it's not like he took a team from the bottom of the river and turned them into like a tugboat. Like, come on, they got maybe the best collection of offensive talent in the league. They got a top 5 offensive line.
That's top facts. But what was their record in Minnesota last year? 2 years ago, Minnesota was good.
Burger was hurt last year with a torn Achilles. So when he was healthy, they were actually good, to your point.
Yeah. And the year before, they were in the playoffs. Hey, listen, they got a top 5 offensive line. The collection of Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, and T.J. Hawkinson is as good as anybody in the league. Aaron Jones is the top half of the league running back. Like, they got an offensive-minded head coach in Kevin O'Connell, does a great job calling plays. Like, they play in a controlled temperature inside of the dome at home. Like, it's a lot of things they're rowing in the same direction for Minnesota. They're good on defense. I think their defense is ranked, like 7th or 8th? All right, right now, if not higher than that. Like, so it's a lot of good things going on in Minnesota. Take nothing away from Sam Darnold.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, if they go and win these next 2, though, they get the 1 seed.
He gets a semblance of credit, but I'm not going to pay him like he went to Chicago and took Chicago to the top of their division. Like, come on. There's a lot of quarterbacks that go to Minnesota and look good. I'm glad he did. I'm glad you were right, because you needed a counter argument to how wrong you were on Daniel Jones. So, I don't want you to just fail both ends. So I was glad that one of those guys hit.
And now they got both the QBs on the same team. So JB's a proud
Jones will be a starter again next year, too. He'll be a starter next year again, too.
If Daniel Jones is a starter and Jameis Winston isn't a starter opening day next year, the NFL has completely lost their mind.
Jameis Winston's horrible. Let's stop the shit. Let's stop the skit or whatever the fuck it's called.
I take Jameis over Daniel Jones every day.
This whole bullshit has only lasts so long, Shaun. And the whole motivational speaker shit. Hire me. If you want a motivational speaker, hire me. I don't need my quarterback to be a motivational speaker. Stop with the skit. Motherfucker, throw a touchdown, not an interception, and win a game. Stop with the bullshit.
At least he tries to throw touchdowns. He not the check down Charlie, your boy Daniel Jones.
No, you mean your boy Deshaun Watson was. Stop.
Deshaun Watson's gone. We don't even bring him. He's not even an active player.
He's not gone. They're talking about bringing him back.
I doubt if we ever see Deshaun play another game of football. He's too rich. Go and enjoy your life, Deshaun. You don't deserve this criticism.
I say he's too rich.
Yeah, that you're gonna get, dog. Go and enjoy your life.
So just spitballing, how would you break this down? I don't know if E-Dub's going to come on. He was on a flight early this morning. He took the Ravens out of the locker last night into the game, got the crowd hype.
We got to show that. If he don't come, I still want to show it.
There he is, E-Dub. Out there in Baltimore.
Him and Lamar.
He threw the deal, and then him and Lamar had a little pregame speech.
Respect right here.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro. Hey, keep doing your thing out there. Yes, sir. Bro. I got you, baby. I got you. Yes, sir. Love you too, bro. So happy for you. I appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got to, dog. Got to.
Lamar was so happy to see E-Dub. You see your OG who showed you the ropes and showed you the game. That's real genuine love.
I didn't realize E-Dub played with Lamar. I didn't realize E-Dub played with Lamar.
Yeah, Ravens.
I don't know why. I know this was Ravens. I don't know why I think E-Dub is like JB age. Like, I keep making E-Dub older than I think he actually is.
E-Dub just won Super Bowl not long ago.
He just won a Super Bowl.
Lamar looking good, ain't he? Big time wins the Steelers.
Ravens found a way to win it. Hey, I want to ask you a question. What in the hell is Russell Wilson doing on that scramble?
I don't know.
If he just stays to the right, he's going to walk in the end zone. He goes back left into the damn defender. I'm like, Russ, what in the God's green earth are you doing?
I don't know what he saw. I don't know if he saw. I don't know.
E-Dub called it. That's the issue. That's why you can't bet on the Steelers. It's just at the end of the game, he's going to do that. I don't know.
No, I'm not going to let you put that narrative out here. No, absolutely not. He didn't have George Pickens. You're a different team with George Pickens.
I'm a Russell Wilson guy, homie. I'm the only one that defends Russell
Wilson. Homie. You didn't sound like it, homie.
I'm just telling you, I'm the only one that says it, Shaun.
Shaun, what you call him?
Homie.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that defends him right now. Hey, Shaun, I don't know if you saw the show.
I defended Russell at every turn.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the show earlier, but we talked about my kid, Tank Dell. You recruited him as well.
I was sad.
Breaking his leg. This is the second catastrophic injury to a wideout core in Houston. Diggs was injured by his own friendly fire player because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Tank Dell was injured again by his own player at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm trying to figure out why Bobby Slovic, or whatever his name is not being held accountable today with a team that has Nico Collins. You trade for Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell after an injury, by the way, which you caused by putting a 165-pound body in the box in the fucking low red zone last year. But we're not going to talk about that. You get Mixon, the best pass-catching back in the league, in my opinion, and you have failed miserably on offense with a struggling C.J. Stroud, who had a hell of an opening campaign. I'm trying to figure out why we're not talking about the bad spacing concepts and play calls that we have lost receivers. No one's talked about it on mainstream media except for us today. And I got pissed because it's my kid, but at the same time, I would have fired his ass today. I'm just telling you right now, this is an injury that we cannot do. This is professional football, Shaun. You know better than anyone in this room. How the hell are we making amateur hour decisions to have a concept of a high corner and a low corner, and they're in the same fucking place at the same time, and we break a leg because of it? This happened to Stephon Diggs earlier in the year. This happened last year. Why are we in the same? Now, are you telling me they're going rogue, Shaun? And they're just running their own routes?
I guess the only pushback I would have is before I would publicly blame Slovic, I'd have to make sure that there wasn't user error on one of the receiver parts.
Right.
It don't matter.
It does matter. If the play designed for the guy to be one place and the guy decides to go in another place, then that ain't the guy designed to play.
Shit. What I'm saying, though, this ain't the first time. So you're telling me the wideouts are running their own shit all the time? Because this is happening all the time.
It's possible. My bigger issue with Houston is they're so terrible pass protection wise. For a team that can relatively run the ball with Joe Mixon, like, their pass protection is god awful. Like CJ can hit every drop back.
If you don't run the ball, then we're pinning our ears back, Shaun, and we got to run the ball sometimes.
Early in the year, they were toting that rock with Mixon too.
What was their record? Great point. What was their record? 3-0, 4-0.
Yeah. I remember Mixon was killing my people. Yeah.
For some reason, this is how crazy. Nico get hurt, they stop running and start throwing more. How does that make sense?
Yeah. Now Mixon, I think did get hurt briefly, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if that threw things off, but I'm with you. I mean, I think they're 3-3 their last 6 games.
Now, listen, man.
Mixon only had 14 attempts.
I've had controversial takes all day. Okay, I've said Travis Hunter's not a great-looking human. I've said I wouldn't mess with the girl he's messing with. I've said all these things.
Hold on. Stop.
What?
Shaun, you've been missing the show. It's been a
You
lot.
don't know the context. You don't know the context.
We got to do
it wasn't an attack.
Yeah, we got.
It wasn't an attack.
Let that man live his life. Let him love who he loves.
That's why I didn't address it. That's why I am letting him live. I said that I would not have done what Des Bryant and these mainstream guys have said.
Right. Get out that man's business. Let that man live his life. If it don't work, it's on him.
Yeah,
if it do work, it's on him. Let them figure it out. Yeah.
JB said I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't do what the other people did, but then he still kind of did what they did.
I've been controversial all morning, Shaun, is my point, right? And that's all I was saying. I've been a little controversial, but I'm going to continue it. And I love C.J. Stroud.
You got a hell of a way of showing love.
What are we fucking doing?
What you about to say?
Why are we fucking crying, homie?
Oh,
Why
you
are
talking
we
about the post-game press conference?
No,
right on the field. He was
that's his homie.
That's his brother. Him and
You're
Tank.
back. I know him and Tanker like this, homie. I've talked to both of them. I'm not attacking them. I'm telling you, you're the leader of men. You cannot show weakness in the armor as the quarterback. I took it. Smitty, listen to me. Hear me out, dog. I love CJ. You love CJ. You put CJ on the phone with me.
I did. All-Star Weekend.
Listen, Shaun, please. You better not defend Smitty on this one and not me on this one. But you could. So listen. You can't tell me that in the middle of a game in a battle against not only a team but the Chiefs that I got to win to go to the playoffs and get a better seeding, and I got to make sure that we're good enough going into the playoff, not just going into the playoff. I'm now showing my team because when the moment he cried after the injury, the rest of the game he was bad, and it showed, and I saw it. I watched from the cry point when he started to cry on. And I'm sitting there on the boat watching him crying. I'm like, what happened? I didn't know Tank got hurt. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So he saw that and was like, oh, shit. And he's crying, and I get it, homie. But at that moment, instead of crying, Shaun, I got to be like, fuck, let's roll, homie. They fucked our homie up. Let's go get these motherfuckers. And then I'll cry on the press conference podium. Crying after the game makes sense.
The problem is, JB, the other team didn't fuck him up. His own teammate did it. So what you going to say? Damn, we fucked our own homie up. Let's get it.
No, I'm grabbing Bobby Slovic and saying, hey, motherfucker, you fucked up my Diggs, wide receiver, and you fucked up Tank Dell again, homie. You're a shitty-ass play caller when it counts. That's what I would have did. But
I got the feeling that
shout out to CJ Stroud shout out to CJ Stroud for making God first. Bring God back to the fucking NFL. That's real shit. I love the fact that he's doing that shit. I love CJ Stroud, but I'm just telling you, if I'm the coach, come on, homie. Cry now or smile now, cry later, homie. We got to get this win. We got to show our team that we don't have no chinks in the armor, and we got to go be the leader of men right now. We don't got time to show our weakness. I know Tank's your boy, but we got to fucking go win for Tank, not lose for Tank.
So there's a couple of different ways to look at this. One being is personally put yourself in a situation. I would never cry, but watching it as a fan, my immediate thought was Tank must be going through something. Like CJ had that look of concern, like your homeboy been pouring into you, like some issues you got going on. And all of a sudden, now you see him finally starting to play good because Tank been struggling for a long part of the year. And then all of a sudden, he got a serious injury, probably going to be out. Like, that's what it looked like to me when I saw CJ. Like, him and Tank got something personal going on, and he just feel like,
boys. They're tight.
But more than boys. Like, more than just, like,
brother.
This is my PlayStation partner. Like, I felt like something was going on with Tank that about.
JB, like if someone happened to you last night on that yacht, man, I would have came on this show by myself in tears, homie. Would have been crying on this show live for 3 hours, just crying.
On the show is the key word though.
But
I would have kept pushing forward as much as I could. But it might.
I mean, I would have been sad about JB, but I really would have mourned Ruben.
Shaun, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know a man. I don't know a man that would. I don't know a man that would follow a crying man into battle. I don't. I'm just being honest. It's no shot. It's no attack. I love CJ. I don't know a man that would follow a crying man into battle. I know men that would follow a man that cried after the war was won, but not before. So I'm just telling you. God damn, am I fired? Should I be a rapper?
I know men who cry before they fight growing up. And those was the ones you had to watch out for.
No, those were the ones that got fucking knocked out. Those are the ones that got
you don't talk about the ones.
Hey, there's different kind of crying. Like,
yeah,
CJ was doing the emotional, sobbing, crying. Like, and I'm built more like JB, but we're older, JB. These Gen Zs, man, they growing up different, man. They being taught to tap into their femininity and, not be so masculine, and they paint their fingernails, and they in the tight.
Don't put all that in the same bubble though. Let me
No. I'm saying the environment though is different. Like they're not growing up in an environment where if you cry, you soft.
Right. There you go. There you go.
The environment different.
Because even though I'm younger than y'all, I'm still old enough to be. I grew up that way to where, as a man, I was told, you don't be soft. So like, I'm not a big crier, and when I do cry, it's definitely not in public. I don't like the attention of it.
No,
but
we grew up practicing football. If it was a catastrophic injury, man, that coach moved that ball up 20 yards, and we went right back to practicing.
I said that earlier.
There was no fucking mourning period. We moved the ball. Right. We yelled at the guy that got hurt, actually. We actually yelled at the guy on the ground. And put some dirt on that motherfucker. Move the ball up. Let's go. Oh,
we did the same. That's not unique to y'all. We did the same thing. I literally said that earlier in reference to something else.
Here's the difference. And by the way, Smitty, you fucked me again. We didn't do the Bet US thing. So thanks a lot. So, Smitty, or Shaun, here's the issue. Smitty's generation was maybe told that, but was allowed to cry and be told it's okay. You and I were told the same thing, but when we cried, got our motherfucking ass whooped. That's the goddamn difference.
So let me ask you this though. So we having a real conversation. Y'all feel like because y'all didn't cry, that made y'all more of a man?
No.
So I think it has to do. I think your mental capacity plays a large role into how you exponentially show your emotions. Like when you grow up a certain way, like you internalize a lot of stuff, man. You ain't.
Hey, Shaun, I'm laughing because Smitty does get blamed for everything, though.
Hey, Smitty,
I like a mother.
When you grow up in certain neighborhoods, you could be scared as shit, but you know you better not show it.
Right.
He gets blamed for the back computer, internet, being at home as the neighbor here, though. The car fucked up. He gets blamed for woke. The Kamala, like everything comes in like a Ball State, chirp, being horrible. It's unbelievable, Shaun. But anyway, Shaun, we got to do a betting segment real quick. Brought to you by BetUS.
Say the whole shit again. Say the whole thing again.
We got to do a betting segment powered by BetUS for the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty. Using my promo code Coach JB, get 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 right now. Head on over there today. So, tonight's Monday night game, Smitty. Break it down for us. I don't know if Bailey has a thing or not on the graphic or not, but BetUS says head on over there today and use the promo code Coach JB. Green Bay, New Orleans, Smitty. It's a game that is interesting because New Orleans is basically eliminated, and the Green Bay Packers are fighting for a possible high-ranking seed, and they need to now forward think Minnesota on their schedule. Where are you at tonight in this matchup? And do we have a graphic or no?
No, we do not.
We don't have a graphic on the Monday night game? So New Orleans, Green Bay, where are we at? What's the, let's see. God damn it.
The segment that we have is ride or die is what we have on the rundown.
I know, but I need to do a fucking betting segment on this show. New Orleans, Green Bay, Smitty. We got to talk about that game and the over the under real quick. It's plus 14.5, Smitty. Shaun, plus 14.5. New Orleans, plus 14.5. The over under 43.5. Smitty, go.
I actually think the Packers will cover that, man. I think at a high powered explosive offense. I think they win by more than 14, and I think I take the over. You said 43.5?
Yep.
I'll take the over on tonight's game.
You can't make no money in NFL betting double-digit favorites. I mean, this is a play the dog or pass to me, and I definitely don't trust Spencer Rattler and that Saints offense. What the temperature gonna be in Green Bay tonight?
Freezing.
I mean, come on, man. It's a game I'm gonna watch and hope it's a competitive game, but I am gonna play a little player prop. It's been a while since Christian Watson or Jaden Reed had a big game. So I'm going to do Christian Watson 100-plus yards and a touchdown in a two-leg parlay, and I'm going to do Jaden Reed 100 yards and a touchdown in a two-leg parlay, and hope one of the Packers receivers has a big game.
And we're using Prize Picks for that. You can head on over to Prize Picks today. Use the promo code CoachJB and get your player props in. Shaun lost contact. He got a phone call, it seems. So 27 degrees, I think light snow maybe, Shaun or Smitty. So
and I saw the Saints had Spencer Rattler and other QBs, I guess, in the freezer or something, trying to practice before the game, trying to get used to the cold weather. But they ain't gonna.
But if you go to Prize Picks and use my promo code Coach JB, Kamara is going to score a touchdown. Mark it down.
Anytime touchdown, Alvin Kamara.
Anytime touchdown, use Prize Picks today. Kamara will get a score. I'm also taking Reed on my Prize Picks, and I'm also taking Watson. So I got those right there. And then I'm going to take Jordan Love to throw for 250 plus. And you like Jordan Love 250 plus tonight? I do.
Yeah, the only thing that makes you nervous sometimes is if the game turns into a blowout and they kind of sleepwalk through the fourth quarter, sort of like Joe Burrow and the Bengals yesterday. Like if you had the overs on Burrow and Chase, they kind of sleptwalk through the fourth quarter. So that's the only thing that scares you. If Green Bay gets up 24-3, you know, what are they going to be doing offensively? But if the game's competitive, then I think that's a no-brainer for Jordan.
Hey, Kamara's out. Who's the running back?
Isn't it Jamal Williams? Isn't it Jamal Williams from Detroit?
Is he the starter for New Orleans tonight?
Yeah, Kendre Miller's there too from TCU.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I gotta take him off. I gotta have a score.
You said Alvin Kamara in the back of my head. I was like, I thought he got hurt, but I was like, maybe he was back though. So I was like, okay.
So Kamara's out. Miller, maybe Miller's a win. Shaun, Miller might be a win on DFS.
Hey man, it's better opportunities to make some money.
Car's out. You're gonna run the football.
Nah, you ain't seen Spencer Rattler?
Spencer Rattler throw that thing.
Man, he think he the next coming of Brett Favre back there, man.
I'm with Shaun. They're gonna throw that ball around a little bit. They're trying to win this game. They're gonna have to throw it because Jordan Love will be over there throwing it.
27 degrees in the snow tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be actively involved in the Saints Packers tonight. I'll be watching.
They're gonna run the football. I'm just telling you right now. I think Josh Jacobs eats, and I think Miller will get more carries than he's had in his whole career.
For your anytime touchdown, I actually like Josh Jacobs better with that. Anytime.
Hey, anybody interested? UTSA is up 14-0 on Coastal Carolina.
At 9 in the morning Pacific.
8 a.m. game. Good job. Great job, college football. Great fucking marketing. Shaun, been a great Monday.
All right, are we rocking and rolling Friday or no? We done for
the week? No, we're off the rest of the week. We're going to do it tomorrow. We're off the rest of the week. So enjoy your time with your family.
Holiday, Merry Christmas.
Monday after, Shaun. I'll see you Monday after. Enjoy the holidays.
To everybody in the chat, everybody watching, man, enjoy yourself these holidays. Have a great Christmas. Peace, love, and happiness to all.
Love and happiness. That's that old school.
Hey, the best Christmas song of all time. Go.
Of all time, Trapping Through the Snow, Gucci Man. What's the song called? Gucci got a song that's amazing. Let me see. Gucci Man, Christmas. It's called, what's it called? Gucci Man, Christmas song.
Where's all my old heads in here? All my old heads. Chris,
Saint Brick Intro, the greatest Christmas of all time. Saint Brick Intro by Gucci Man.
First of all, the greatest Christmas album ever is Kenny G, Miracles. There's not one song sang. It's all saxophone. Motherfucker, unbelievable album. Number one Christmas album ever, Kenny G, Miracles. Best Christmas song ever is Wham. Sang by the group Wham. And that is the... What?
Sing it real quick.
It's like that.
Okay.
So...
That sounds dope.
It's called This Christmas, I believe.
This Christmas.
You heard it by Wham?
I like This Christmas, the Chris Brown version, though.
I like it. Any white person that sings it, I like it better.
Well, I think it's always better when black people sing, we put soul into it. So it's a little better when we sing it.
Right here.
Like turn off. Turn it off. We gotta make money. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I'll call. I got a guy.
You got no guy.
I know a guy, homie. Christmas. Yeah, that's the last Christmas, homie. Best song ever. But anyway, it is what it is. Factor Cat. I'm better than you.
Cap. Easy cap. I had a hat I put on my head right now, y'all. 9:03 a.m. It's been a hell of a show, y'all. We freestyled the whole show. Bailey loves it. He's so excited. He loves how the show went down. The fans loved it. We had over 1,600 people here just on YouTube alone, over 3,300 altogether, man. JB's camera just went disconnected out of nowhere. We've had technical issues the entire show. My laptop, JB's camera, somebody called Shaun. E-Dub didn't show up. Matt McChesney didn't show up. But guess what? We showed up and you showed up. And we thank you, fans, for that. Make sure you send in the super chat so I can buy my wife something for Christmas. Make sure that you guys follow and subscribe to our other channel where we have exclusive content. JB might be doing some Christmas show there. But make sure you're here tomorrow morning, last show of this week before the holidays. Tune in, subscribe. I'm going to be in the Discord all day today. JB going to be in Discord all day today. So you want to have exclusive conversation, become a member, get immediate access to the Discord, and you can meet us there, right there, man. So I'm trying to get JB some time to jump back in, but it's looking like he's not going to have that time to do so. And it's 9:04. We gave y'all overtime. So it's time to move forward and move on. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And remember, Coach JB Show of Big Smitty is who sent you here. What's going on right here, man? I don't want to show that. I don't know if JB might be doing some. JB don't know his camera on, y'all. Don't say nothing. Lucy, don't say nothing. JB don't know his camera's on right now. He might
God
be-
damn it, Ash, you up?
Go back, pull it back up, 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 pull it back up.
God damn, man.
Hey, y'all, we got to get out of here, man. They don't know. Hey, turn it off. Don't share the sharpen.
You thought I was doing something.
You shouldn't sharpen them. Hey, get off the camera, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'm in the Discord. You're going to see all the wrong, man. I'm out.